Hello. Welcome back to Follow Broken Souls. You may see me. Um, last I am your DM Hatter, and these are all my lovely players. And last time on Follow Broken Souls, the party made it back to Miss Cherry's, where they found out that Miss Cherry's is now really busy, and was able to drag her off to eventually have a tabletop game, which beforehand Clark and Threnody got super drunk.
It was great. I loved it.
And are still technically super drunk because the day hasn't technically ended yet. And then they did a in-game role play in the Gods vs. Mortals system with
I'll be right back. I need
Claire,
to watch. Sorry.
as Claire's DM, which it was fun, and I just loved the idea of Santa being like, "There's good in you," followed by punch. Cheese it!
Laser beam!
It was a magical journey.
We went on a magical journey to get Trixie off the naughty list.
Oh, it was funny. After which, Miss Cherry was told that there was a situation she needed to help or take care of with more than, it's just busy and we kind of need your help, the kind of thing, like something more than that.
Mm-hmm.
And she went off, and that's where we ended the session. So, we start the session off again with everyone in Miss Cherry's room. Usually that would have a different connotation. And
I think Jude had taken Thren to go to bed.
Friend nodded off.
You'd taken Thren,
And
everyone
I-
there had taken.
And I think Roswin probably did the same with Clark.
Well, no, she
They
asked
tried
Claire
to
to do
the
it.
same with Clark.
Also, Thren's
Right.
not going to stay in bed. I still have drunk Thren shenanigans I want to do.
By the way, Hunter, did you get my message?
yes, I did.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Andrea's name is Andrea in a box because she was in a box earlier.
Good.
So I have a very big box.
Jesus Christ, mosquitoes must love. I must have O blood type because mosquitoes love me.
Nam.
Mosquitoes don't care for blood type.
Actually, they do. People with O blood types tend to get bit much more frequently than other blood types.
I wonder if that's why my granny had such a hard time whenever she came and visited us in Houston. I don't know her blood type, but the mosquitoes went crazy for her.
But yeah, it is actually true. Blood type does matter to mosquitoes.
Also, Jury says, when did Andrea turn into Flotsam? And I'm like, it was in her all along.
See, what I'm saying is that she's Spark because Spark's transforming into boxes all the time.
Andrea is all
We
the
all-
cute RPG characters.
We all have a little awesome inside of us. Some it's more the cute side, and more of it is sometimes the boom side.
I am the box ghost!
Kaboom!
Box Ghost!
I am Gilbert Gottfried, and I have come to
Oh
hold
god,
your
I'm so
box.
itchy. It's so itchy, guys.
Oh, babe.
Stop scratching it.
I can't, it's so itchy!
Put some ice on it.
Can you,
Because you're
or
scratching
can you
it.
put some cream on
Cream
it?
on it.
I put some, I put some anti-itch cream on it and...
Invest in Unkers.
So you put cream on it, and now you're scratching the cream off.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you
Bucky,
No, I'm not.
turn on your camera.
Hold on. Just give me a sec to...
Stop
You
scratching.
finish itching your hands.
No, I'm not!
You
Also,
totally are.
Jury says that
I
Andrea...
literally- I need
Why are your hands behind your head, Bucky?
To prove that I am not touching my leg.
Oh, I thought your hands were itchy.
That's my leg. Like, I have a huge ass... Yeah,
You
there's
have
a huge ass...
Sorry.
Yeah, you have a huge ass. This is true.
Thanks, Smarty.
You're welcome.
Is there you get like some bite spot?
Yeah, I have
Uh,
two in a row, like...
okay,
Right.
take your fingernail,
Welcome to the itch stream.
make a cross with your fingernail. On the
Why?
bite. Because it helps. If it is a bite, it will help break up like any poison in it, or like what is making it itchy, and will help stop the itch.
Science. By the way,
So glad. We have at least one person who knows what she's doing.
Jury says Andrea needs to be in the box when her phone alert goes off.
You said the
Yes.
same thing.
Someone
Put a hot
text
spoon on
Andrea.
it. That works as well.
Oh, and
She
Jury
does.
suggests putting a warm spoon on it.
Yeah, just like run a spoon under the hot tap for a while, and then just press it to the bite.
Andrea's cross suggestion's already working. Like, I
Good.
can feel it better. So. Yeah, right before the game started, my dad and I went for a walk down by the pond for Pokemon, so
Yeah, you probably got bit.
Yeah.
Damn you, bug types.
Blood bugs. Anyways. So yeah, Clark is probably in bed, passed out by this point, along with Threnody. I mean, not in the same bed, obviously, but
But, box.
What did I just walk back in on?
Box. Andrea's in a box,
Oh.
Eli.
What, Andrea? I just see Solid Snake.
Snake!
Anyway,
battle.
is this causing an echo? Because I feel like it's causing an echo.
A little bit.
Okay, I'm taking off the box then. It did what it needed to do.
Anyways. Shit. Is there another one? Jesus Christ.
Now my leg's itchy.
Suffer as I have.
Nah. Anyway.
There we go. So. If Oswald comes near Clark, Clark's gonna make grabby hands at her.
What time is it currently?
Oh, it's like nighttime.
Yeah, Oswald's just gonna be. I'm gonna be right back, Clark.
I wanna cuddle.
I know, but there's a thing I gotta take care of real quick.
I'll go with you.
No, Clark, you need to go to sleep.
No.
Clark,
No.
Clark.
No.
Threnody drowsily wakes up and goes, Clark, you gotta do what Osmond says.
Why?
'Cause you're marrying her.
That doesn't mean I have to do anything she says.
But
Kind
you're
does.
drunk and she's sober.
Okay, but it's not like she can tell me what to do. I mean, I can't tell her what to do, and I'm marrying her.
Okay, but you're drunk and she's sober.
No, she's drunk.
Clark, I don't drink.
But you should, because it's real fun.
How about no?
No, don't drink, Oswin. You will have such a headache.
Not as long as we do it at Miss Cherry's, because the last time I got really drunk at Miss Cherry's, I woke up the next morning without a hangover.
What?
That was because Miss Cherry gave you the thing.
Exactly.
She's kind of busy right now, though.
Oswald is just slowly but surely backing out of the room.
I want to cuddle.
You can
I'll be back.
You can cuddle me, Clark.
I can cuddle Threnody. And he crawls out of bed, falls down, gets back up, and goes over and flops on top of Threnody.
Ah! She pushes him off, but then does cuddle him.
I
You're my best friend, Clark.
Clark is silent for a moment and then breaks down into hysterical sobs.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's just that you're my best friend too.
Oh, good.
I know. This is so great.
I think we broke Hunter.
Is he okay?
You
I don't
shattered his
know.
heart.
Come back, DM.
He's fine. He's fine.
Out of curiosity, where is this all taking place?
In the room. I think we've all gone back to our
So
room.
Jude's lying awkwardly on the bed next to Threnody.
Are they? Oh boy. Well, now there's 3 in a bed.
Yeah, and Clark just kind of flopped on top of Threnody to cuddle with her. And now they're like, he's sobbing hysterically because Thren's my best friend too, and now we're best friends, and it's so good.
Yeah, Osmond is gonna go do the thing that I messaged her she was gonna do.
What is she doing?
What do you think she's doing? We're Miss Cherries.
Oh,
Having
she's gonna
sex.
go up on the roof
Yeah.
and mope.
Not mope.
Clark paws at Jude. 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 Sarg.
Yes, Eli possibly Zarg right now. Yeah, there goes Eli.
And he's gone.
Jude has possibly fallen out of the bed.
Or is dead asleep.
Alright, Clark says, really though, Thren, we got something special.
Yeah, because we're both awesome at being drunk.
Yeah. And we handle it so well.
Oh, right?
I bet the others don't even know I'm drunk.
I can hardly tell.
Maybe that's because you're both drunk.
Do you hear something? It
I
sounds
thought it
kind of like Claire.
It does sound kind of like Claire.
I am a spooky ghost.
Clark is silent for a moment, then he tries to pull a sheet. He gets up and tries to pull a sheet off of a bed.
Threnody helps him pull the sheet off and drapes it over him.
He, then, while under the sheet, takes off his underwear without taking his pants off, an impressive feat.
I can do
No,
that.
he can. It's possible.
Puts it on his ghost head over the sheet, screams, "Woo!" and runs off and slams into a wall and falls down.
Threnody just starts killing herself laughing. Is the ghost of Christmas pants. Oh my god, Happy, you look so mad.
Are you okay, Hunter?
What happened?
Ghost of Christmas pants.
Andrea, did you miss all that?
Oh,
Is that? I heard it, but was it the same thing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm fine.
Threnody gets to her feet, quickly realizes that being on her feet is kind of difficult, and just kind of gets on all fours and crawls over to Clark and sits next to him. So, Clark,
Yeah.
how are you gonna do your wedding with Oswin?
It's gonna be big and pretty.
Oh. Do you have anything else planned out?
I want there to be a cookie cake.
Oh. How does Oswin feel about cookie cakes?
I don't know, but I'm gonna suggest it to her because I know she loves cookies, and I know she loves cake. So if we could combine the two somehow, I bet it would be great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Miss Cherry!
Wait,
She's
no,
busy.
she's busy. I think.
Okay, we can talk about the wedding later then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I needed to talk to someone.
Is it me?
Well, yeah, I always need to talk to you because you're my best friend. But
He glomps her.
she sort of pats his back. Okay. I needed to. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. I need to go and do a thing. Before I forget.
Don't leave me.
That's okay. Claire will look after you.
Claire doesn't like me.
Yes, Claire, you like Clark.
She just looks up over her comic and then looks back down again.
Like,
See
Claire,
it, don't
Clark,
you?
you're practically the same thing.
I told you, Thren.
Claire.
Clark starts pouting.
Yeah, but okay, well, Jude will look after you.
Jude'll just give me a noogie and beat me up.
No, they won't do that when you're drunk.
It's especially the time to do it.
But Clark's not here right now, cause you're a ghost.
Clark gets back up to his feet, still in the same draped, oh my god, jury. Oh my fucking god, jury.
Jury is shipping Clark with everyone.
Honestly, I ship Clark with the real Bucky.
Why don't we ship Bucky with Bucky?
Stop it, my brain hurts.
Maybe we can add Bucky.
My god. Anyways, God, I'm so itchy. What the fuck? Ah!
I'm hearing that as Clark now. Clark is suddenly itchy for no reason.
No.
Clark, you should go get tested.
Clark's just like, and I know this wasn't actually said, but if it was, Clark's just like, hey, I got tested and I'm clean, and you're the only person I've had sex with since then, and you're clean too, so I'm clean.
Indeed.
What, clean underwear?
Yes.
Anyway, Clark, you can't noogie a ghost, so it'll be fine.
Okay,
You
I'll
wanna
just go
bet?
hide. I'll just go hide while you go talk to the person
Mhm.
that you need to talk to.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Clark goes and tries to blend in with his bed.
Bless him.
With his stealth, he might be able to do it.
Seriously?
Threny's gonna come back and not be able to find him.
At
But
last, Clark is right there.
I'm right here. No one knows where he is. Ah!
Looks like we're gonna have to give all of these toys away.
Clark gets up. No, my toys.
Threnody is going to straighten up and kind of steady herself, make sure she can actually walk without falling over. And I'm going to say like she's got like some water with her, so she's kind of drinking that periodically to keep herself hydrated. She's going to head up to the roof.
She's coming for you.
She isn't specifically looking for Oswin. She just wants somewhere that's quiet. Because all the rest of Miss Cherry seems so busy at the moment, and she doesn't want to be interrupted. So she goes up to the roof, and is there anyone else up there? Is Oswin up there?
Yes.
Oh. Oh yeah. Hi, Oswin.
Hey, friend. Why are you up here?
I was gonna do a thing. I was gonna talk to someone, but like in private. But like there's people all over Miss Cherry, so I came up here. But I forgot that you come up here too. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, but Thread, are you sure you want to be on a roof when you're drunk?
I'm not gonna fall off. Out of character, is it easy to fall off the roof, or do you have to actually try to do it? Like, are there barriers?
It would be easier to not fall off the roof. To fall off the roof, you definitely have to be like next to the edge and like probably leaning over it, like oh hey, and then you fall.
Okay.
It's a lot easier to not fall than it is to fall.
Okay. Yeah, Threndy's like, this is fine. There's little barriers up. I'm not that drunk. Okay, I'm pretty drunk, but I'm not gonna fall. I promise.
Okay, are you sure you want to be talking to Steve when you're drunk?
Yes.
Thren.
He hurt you. I gotta tell him not to do that shit.
Okay, but are you sure you want to do that when you're drunk?
I'm not that drunk. Yeah, but don't look at me like that, Oswin. But it'll be ages before I'm sober, and I want to talk to him before I forget.
Okay, you can do it in the morning then.
But okay, but I gotta look after you.
You don't have to do that, Thren.
But you're my little sister.
I'll be fine.
No, I want to look after you.
I don't know.
You want me to leave you alone?
No, I'll go back down with you. I was just about to finish up anyway.
What do you do up here? Do you like talk to your friend?
She just kind of looks over at the grave. When you lose so many people all at once, losing what you have still hurts.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'll go, and I'll see you later, okay?
I'll come down with you.
Okay.
Last thing we need you to do is fall down the stairs.
I'm not gonna. Okay, that's a legitimate concern.
I'm not gonna thump.
And Oswin guides Thren back down the stairs.
Threnody will allow herself to be guided back down the stairs. And she's gonna wait for Oswin to go wherever Oswin is going next.
Osmond's going back to the room.
Threnody says she'll
So-
catch up.
Clark glumps onto Oswin when she's back, and basically he was lying perfectly still on the bed, covered by the sheet, except for his bare feet sticking out. Well, not bare feet. One foot has a sock on, the other is bare for some reason. We don't know where the sock is. And his feet are sticking out from under the sheet. And when Oswin gets nearby, he glumps onto her and goes, "Gotcha!"
Hi, Clark.
Where'd you go?
I was on the roof.
Oh, right. I missed you.
I figured.
Mm.
Come on, let's go to sleep.
He will happily oblige going to sleep. Oh god, I'm so itchy, guys.
Have you tried the warm spoon thing?
Not yet. I don't know. I feel weird about it. I don't know.
No,
I feel like I don't want to get,
stuff on sponge.
well.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Boodle-doodle. Okay, so Clark and Oswin are a snuggle.
A snuggle.
Thran has booked it back to the roof because Thran.
Just chilling.
Jude, Claire, Pulse.
Yep, chilling. Just sitting there watching everyone while they're drunk.
Excuse you, only 2 people are drunk.
Pulse is doing work on the robot.
Robot.
Is Trick around to do work on his robot?
No,
Okay.
Where is Trick?
you don't know.
Well, that's
Oh.
something Thran's going to look into when she's sober.
Has Red finally decided to just leave?
Sorry, what?
I mean, maybe I don't remember right, but did Red really want to go back
Go back where?
to the future?
I'm pretty sure Big Red does want to go.
No one's really asked him.
See, here's the thing. Now he has a perfect opportunity to just live, go do stuff.
I'm pretty sure that would mess things up with the space-time continuum.
Exactly.
Well, we're gonna mess it up anyway.
We
Oh.
are, but...
Well, we can mess it up minimally, at least.
We're
but
trying to break time as little as possible.
I mean, apart from anything else, we need to send Trick back to Riley.
Yeah, but Red can just go do stuff. And we can't. Well, we could try to follow, but it's Red.
So, I got distracted. Sorry, what?
Well, if
Red could just decide to fuck off and do whatever. And we
He
can't
could.
really stop him.
Yeah, he
I mean,
could.
we could stop him, but
well, Red's...
Well, not if he escapes so fast you don't know where he is.
well,
like now.
Red's- Oh, God.
Yeah.
Like I said, when Thren's sober, she's going to look for Trick. Right now, she's on the roof. Incidentally, should I... She's going to call Steve. Should I do that on or off screen?
Up to you.
Do you guys have a preference?
Nope.
No preference.
Uh, I like doing the drunk Thren voice. Steve-
Surprisingly like Layla's voice.
Oh God. What?
It's a combination of
that last
Layla with lots of.
Did I mention that last week? That drunk.
No, yeah,
that-
yeah, drunk Thren
You
sounds
did,
like
you did.
Layla. That's wrong. It's so wrong.
Sleepy Layla, at least.
Good. Steve.
He shows up.
He does show up, okay. I thought he was gonna be like, I'm not dealing with you when you're drunk, goddamn.
He shows up as a bartender.
Oh my
I'm
god.
cutting you off.
Okay. Don't tell Oswin, because I said I'd wait until I was sober. But why do I gotta pay to get you to stop fucking with her like that? You gotta stop hurting her, Steve. She has been hurt so much already.
Yeah, I know.
So, you gonna stop doing that shit? You can't just, like, say shit, like, all cryptic like, and then not explain it. It's just gonna drive her crazy. She broke her fucking wrist.
Sprained.
Threndy's drunk. She doesn't know the difference right now.
Amazing.
I am a doctor. If I say it's broke, it's broke.
It sure as fuck ain't fixed. Anyway. So what? Do I gotta make a deal for you to stop hurting her? You're usually a lot more chatty, man.
You're drunk.
Yeah, and you're still a dick.
Steve has an unspoken rule: don't make deals with drunk people.
And also, Steve isn't really the one hurting Oswin.
Do you remember what he said to her last time he was around?
No, what?
He said, well, he said to Thren, what is it? Don't say goodbye to the dead you do not see, and then to Oswin, but do learn to say goodbye. He basically said, learn to say goodbye to Oswin, and when Oswin asked him to clarify, he said he didn't know.
That's not his fault.
Yeah, it is.
It's really not. You don't understand the situation. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
but here's the thing. He could just not say anything.
And also,
Unless
here's the
someone
thing.
had asked
Thren's
him
drunk.
To do it as a favor.
Ben is severely drunk, so yeah, her perception of events are skewed because she is drunk.
She thought this when she was sober as well. She saw Steve said something to Oswin, and Oswin was in pain because of it, and she wants him to cut that shit out.
Jude has many thoughts about this, but they aren't hid here.
Like, why did you say that shit to her? About learning how to say goodbye. She said goodbye to so fucking many people. I mean, what's that supposed to mean? Why would you say something like that and then Now explain it. Why say it at all if you're not going to say what you mean? It's just hurting her. Can't. Can't.
I wish Clark was there so he could glomp her and like pat her on the head and just be like, "It's okay, it's okay."
There's all this shit happening and hurting people, and I can't do fuck about it, but at least I can ask you to leave her alone. Maybe I can do something about this one.
God damn it, I would do anything to have Jude here right now.
Jude could always have gone looking for Threnody. It's like, where is she gone? Why hasn't she come back
Would you
yet?
be okay with that?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Alright, then Jude comes up, can we say at this point?
Sure.
And says, "Oh god, what are you doing here?"
She's the one that called me.
I'm asking him to stop hurting Oswin.
Oswin? Jude stares at Steve and says, "What did you do, motherfucker?"
You were there, Jude.
What do you mean?
Well, he was telling her to learn how to say goodbye, but he wouldn't say what he means. He keeps tormenting her with that shit. Like, all this stuff, all this
Jude
bad
says-
stuff has happened to Oswin, and she's only 19. And you just kind of give her these cryptic clues about what's coming up in her future, and then just leave it dangling like that? Why would you do that?
Because I don't know.
Well, then why do you say anything if you don't know? And how can you not know? You're fucking omniscient.
Jude thinks for a moment and then says, "Steve, did someone ask you to tell Oswin that?
No.
Is there some reason you're being forced to tell Oswin that?"
No.
Why?
You.
Are you unable to not tell Oswin that?
Trying to get you with the double negative.
Yes.
That's why.
I don't
It says
understand.
He's not
bluntly.
sure himself.
No. No. He's the same face of me. I'm like, I don't. What?
Yes. No.
No.
Maybe.
Look, Steve,
Ah.
I thought that you, like, when you tell us stuff, I thought it was, like, stuff that's trying to help us, you know, like warning us about stuff. Yeah, I get that. But how does this help her? I mean, were you trying to help her? Because if you weren't trying to help
It might
her,
not.
then you were trying to hurt
Jude.
her, and that's not okay.
Okay, one, that ain't true, like, at all. And two, it could be like, what's that? I don't know what it's called, but that disease where you say stuff and you can't not say stuff.
Like,
It could be like
Tourette's?
that. Yeah, like, prophecy Tourette's.
Prophecy Tourette's. Yes.
Prophecy Tourette's.
Jude,
Oh, that is
How's that
brilliant.
mental image?
It's got to be a really awkward power. It's just like you're sitting in the middle of a library. It's like, shit, there's a volcano going off.
It's following that. I also now want to make like an entire thing of like really weird superpowers. Prophecy Tourette's.
Prophecy
Okay.
Tourette's.
Um.
Manipulation of ketchup.
Dude says, The point
Took me a
is,
second to realize what you meant.
Jude just says, the point is, I really ain't sure that he controls it so much as you think he does.
Okay.
I don't think
Steve, do you control
really...
it or not?
He's gonna look at Jude and go, she is like so drunk right now that I'm not sure how she's standing, let alone speaking. So I'm not sure how much she's gonna remember from this conversation.
Force
I'll
of
tell
fucking
her.
will, motherfucker. This is about Oswin. It's important. I'm gonna remember it.
It's just like a telltale game. Then Thren will probably remember that.
Besides, all I have to do is
Probably.
go up to the roof and it'll jog the memory.
Wait,
This isn't
just,
my
just, just,
first bender.
just a little message pops up right here. Threnody will remember that.
Good.
Maybe.
He goes, he looks at her and goes, you know, at this point, that my powers aren't how I said they are.
Yeah, but you can see every possible future.
Friend, I feel every possible future.
Well, shit.
Feels bad, man.
Jude looks at Threnody and says, if he could control it, do you think that whatever happened with what he did with Raphael would have happened?
No,
Well, there you go.
but our Oswin too. Threnody's tearing up at this point.
Oh,
Jude sighs and says, Threnody, the fact is, a lot of times when Oswin's hurting, she's hurting herself a lot of it.
That's why I
Like-
have to make it. I have to. God look after her. God look
Patting
after
on
all of you,
everything.
but this is one that I could do something. I just wanted to ask him to not say that stuff, cause if there's a thing that hurts, you can stop the thing from happening, and then you can maybe make the hurt
Sometimes
go
you
away
can't
a little
stop
bit.
it from happening. I still want to die, Threnody.
But
Sometimes it just don't stop.
I can't do
You
shit
just gotta
about
learn
that
how
though. I can't help you. I can't help
where did you summon Steve?
rooftop.
On the roof.
On the rooftop.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
I
Oh
can't.
dear.
Shit. I can't help you. I can't help Clark. I can't. Fuck. I can't help
Perception.
Oswin. Oh, okay.
Oh Jesus. And Jude just says, I ain't dead, and Clark ain't high.
He's drunk
Okay.
though.
What is my percep?
I reckon you done helped us quite a bit. You just can't see it, because your mind is telling you that you ain't. Because you only see the ways there's still holes in us, and not all the holes that's been patched up.
No, Andrew. Steve did not jump. Oh, is Oswin on the roof too?
No, she went back down with Clark.
Okay, so the two of you, Steve is like standing not on the edge of the roof, but like he's kind of like standing next to the edge, and he just kind of like he's just kind of looking really sadly at you, and then he goes from that to like puts his hand up to his head, stumbles back, and falls backwards off the roof.
Wait, no.
Shit, what the hell?
Threnody tries to run over. Threnody is drunk. Threnody falls. Not off the roof.
Jude
Not
is
off
going
the
to
roof.
run.
Not off the roof.
Okay. Oh
Jude is
God.
going to run to the edge and look and try to catch Steve.
Oh no, he by the time you realize what's going on, he's already over the edge and he's tumbling through the air, and he's still there. He's still in the middle of the air tumbling, like he hasn't disappeared.
What does the edge of the roof look like?
It's it's like there's a brick barricade that's probably about little higher than waist high, on the edge.
And, okay, refresh my memory. How does Cash's claws work? Like the claw fire?
It shoots a death claw. It does
wait,
not.
I'm stupid. Jude's going to use their cable lasso.
Ooh, it's gonna
Sorry,
be
you
tough.
have that.
Yeah, use it. It's gonna be tough because he's falling at terminal velocity. But do it. 2 hit, and I'm gonna give you a bonus on my end because cowpoke.
Okay, so I'm rolling 2 hit, just 1d20 plus
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a bonus on my end.
I am willing to buy that up with luck if the need arises.
With your bonus, spend 10 luck, and I'll say you can catch him by the leg.
Alright. Okay. Gladly. And once that happens, Jude is going to not yank on the cable instantly, but will sort of let the cable go through their hands so it slows down before pulling up.
Fair enough. So it's not an immediate yank.
Drew, what's going on?
Ooh,
And after that,
Andrea, that's
Jude will
an
reel
interesting
Steve
idea.
in, being careful as possible not to bang him against the walls.
Ooh,
Ow. Ow.
What?
nice. Wham, wham, wham. Little
It's just the
softer,
people-
please.
The people on the lower floors are just seeing a guy just slowly being winched back out.
Yes. And you slowly winch him
What's
back
happening?
up. You slowly winch him back up onto the roof.
What? Why didn't he teleport? Steve, why didn't you Is he conscious?
He's unconscious. He actually looks paler than usual, and he's
What?
sweating.
What the fuck? Threnody
Hey.
goes over and looks at him. Lay him down, let me see. Does Jude... Are you still there, Eli? Brr.
I think we get a Zarg.
Bah. Well, assuming that Jude puts Steve down, Threnody's going to examine him.
As we wait for Eli to come back, I'd like to point out that Andrea has said, you shot him, you motherfucker. You're trying to kill him off.
Yeah, that's
But
funny.
Steve can't die,
Can't
Steve
as
can
Sally
die.
has pointed out.
Jerry was also saying, did Steve just get shot?
It's physically impossible for Steve to die.
It's
From
also,
how
physically,
you
it's also physically impossible for him to change in any way. If there were a bullet, it wouldn't stay lodged in him.
It wouldn't, which is strange because he's sweating.
Wait, he's sweat. Can I
Maybe
medical
Also-
this?
From the way he was acting, it looks less like he was shot and more like he got vertigo of some kind, maybe?
Steve's ultimate weakness.
Oh god,
vertigo.
did he just realise he was on the roof?
No. I mean, he's done magical stuff. He's done like height
He
stuff.
flew the
before.
first time he met Thren, remember?
Yeah, he physically flew out the window and
Oh,
then like
yeah.
boomeranged back.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
he's done stuff like this before, but it's
Jerry
like
wants
he's
you to
like,
Jerry wants you to stop swinging in your chair. They can't get a good read on your face.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it was like he got like a like confused headache, vertigo, and falls back.
This is fine. This is not fine. Legacy says he thought too hard.
He thought too hard. Oh no!
Okay.
I was gonna say, I can't say.
Can Threnody medical this?
Go ahead.
I mean, this is like some kind of godlike being, so probably won't actually get anything from it. But that's a 15.
If he was human in any sense of the word, he would probably be going uh unconscious and what from his symptoms you think he might be having brain swelling.
Could this have anything to do with that tumor he had when he was, or possibly still has?
um if he has, okay, again, because not being an immortal being, godlike deity, this would seem like if you bring in the idea of the tumor, it could possibly be that the tumor has grown too large, and is physically pushing his brain.
But that can't be it because Steve doesn't change physically.
Nope. But he's sweating.
She's good. Threnody, if she were sober right now, she'd be handling this, with a lot more, professionalism and common sense. Threnodi's not sober right now. Threnodi's drunk. She starts shaking him by the shoulders. Steve, are you? What? Wake up! What the fuck is going on?
He is completely limp and
That's
unconscious.
that's not. That's not. Steve. She tentatively touches his face to see if to see if his powers are still functioning.
So to do that, you'd have to stay and contact him for at least 10 seconds.
She does. Again, she's
Nothing
drunk
happens.
right now. Oh shit. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh god, what do I do? What do I do? And she's gonna say, Jude, you gotta help me carry him downstairs. We gotta, I don't know, we gotta get help. Maybe Cherry.
I'll allow one more perception check, but you can be at a severe penalty because you're busy with Steve.
What have I done?
What have you done? This has nothing to do with you.
No, I'm just... I put Steve on a rooftop and now bad shit is happening.
Oh no!
Hey, Hatter?
Yes.
Hatter. Nat 20 Hatter.
Fuck!
I love you!
You know what's bad? Because you're drunk and you're busy with Steve, you literally had to get a natural 19 or higher to pass.
Nat 20.
I got a Nat 20 Hatter. Hi! Hatter is being talked to off screen.
Sorry, I thought I heard something. Anyway, you see what appears to be okay, so imagine 3 large balloons
Okay.
clustered together, and each of them have like cable ties that stretch down to like one device that is rounded, and it just seems to be lazily floating through the air in the night sky, probably 20 meters above you.
Is it a drone like Helen's guessing?
No, it looks more like. Hold on, maybe I can find it. Maybe I can find a picture.
Okay. But like, how big is it?
The device itself is relatively small. It's about the size of a Mr. Handy body, but the balloons are larger. But they're painted black and to like kind of disguise it.
Shit.
Eli, are you back? Mer.
It looks trying to find a decent image of this.
So,
Wow,
like,
I didn't.
when you say like balloons, like kinda blimpy
Weather
balloons,
balloon?
or
Hold on. I'll see if I can't. There's like literally one image of this thing on anywhere. Um, kind of like that,
let me see.
except it doesn't have the
Oh,
like
that's from.
spinning gyro.
Is that from
Yeah, from
Bioshock?
Bioshock Infinite. It doesn't have that spinning like gyro thing that moves it. It just seems that like it's those three balloons
Yeah, kind of.
cable tied to like a Mr.
Okay,
Handy
so it's like three
body.
miniature hot air balloons, cable tied. Yeah, to Mr. Handy Body.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my
Eli!
gosh. Do we have an Eli?
I don't know. Maybe.
His Skype message got through, but we're still not hearing him.
Maria's having a freak out in the chat. I think they've got it.
Damn, there he goes again.
Damn.
Because this is the kind of thing where Threnody would say to Jude, "Go get Claire," so she can
We could
snipe
just-
this thing.
Imply that happened.
Could we possibly say that happened, or?
Yeah, sure. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I mean, we can. I don't. I think Jude would do. I don't think Jude would have any complaints about that. But
Would Jude probably tell the rest of us what's going on, or just go and get Claire?
if Jude
Should
is
probably
getting,
grab Claire and whoever's with Claire.
yeah,
So
Claire is.
whoever's in the same room.
Yeah,
We're
Claire's
all in the room, I believe, except
Yeah.
for Pulse.
Pulse can be
Then
working.
everyone can show up.
Well, Oswin needs to take care of Clark because he's drunk.
Nothing to say that they can't bring drunk. You can still bring drunk Clark up to the rooftop.
We could, yes.
Oswald's coming up. If Jude has explained what's going on, then yeah, Oswald is coming out.
Can Clark be kind of slumped on her?
Sure.
And if we
Okay.
got Pulse as well.
Pulse wasn't with it. Claire still is in the Trixie costume. She hasn't changed.
Good. Although,
Good.
I mean, Pulse could have been working on the handy robot in the bedroom.
Nah, that would be too loud.
Oh, okay.
Clark, I need you to go and do me a really big favor.
Yeah,
I need you to go and find Pulse.
got it.
That should distract her for a little bit.
Blue flower, red thorns. Blue flower, red thorns.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. Blue flower, red thorns. Blue flower, red thorns.
He runs off to find Pulse.
Blue pony, red hair. Blue pony, red hair.
Good. Threnody has got one hand on Steve and is looking fixedly at the balloon contraption. And as soon as the door opens, she points at it and says, "Claire, you gotta snipe that thing."
Sniping that thing.
You don't even have to roll for it. It's super simple. It's like very slowly floating on the wind. And you shoot the balloons. The thing just lands on the rooftop.
Nailed it.
Okay, when Clark gets here with Pulse, Pulse can look at the thing. Steve? She shakes him to see if shooting it out of the air has helped any.
He's still unconscious.
Okay, whatever it is, turn it off.
Okay.
Let me know when Clark does find Pulse.
You can find Pulse relatively quickly, considering you probably know where she is.
Clark finds Pulse, and he stares at her, and then he just points up, and he goes, "They want you on the roof."
Okay.
Cool, let's
Paul.
go.
Pulse runs after Clark.
Okay, you show up probably a minute later. No, 3 minutes later. Let's say that.
She's just standing there shaking it.
It's like a Mr. Handy body without the eyes or the arms. It's
So
just like a metal circular housing.
As soon as Pulse comes into view, she's just going to toss it to her and go, do your science thing.
It may be an orb, but is it a dorb?
Okay, can I get some context?
She just points at Steve. He's not supposed to do that.
He's
This is-
unconscious and he's sweating and he fell off the building and he didn't teleport and he's unconscious and this is all my fault. I asked him here to speak to him and now he's broken. I broke Steve.
Dren,
This
I
has
broke
something to
Steve!
do with it. I think I'm just gonna take this somewhere else.
Could we get
Yeah, I'm
Steve
gonna do
inside?
that.
I don't like him being outside. We have to get him to safety. He's a dick, but he's our dick.
No, I've got my dick.
But this is not the time.
Jude, can you carry Steve?
Easy peasy. And Jude just hucks Steve over their shoulder.
Yeah, he's like 100 pounds soaking wet. He's
Just
like he's
flop
skinny as
him
a
over
rod.
your shoulder.
Yeah, he's easy. It's easy.
Also, what the hell was that about the balloon?
Okay, so after you pulled Steve back up, I allowed one more perception check and Threnody nat 20
Yeah.
and saw
Nice.
basically like the image in chat of 3 balloons floating very slowly floating in the air, all holding like cable tied to a Mr. Handy body, but it's like painted black, so it's stealthed. And it's slowly floating through the air.
That is the shittiest stealth ever for daylight.
Well, it's not. For nighttime, it's great. For daytime,
Daylight,
yeah, it
not
sucks.
so much.
But yeah,
Nighttime
It
is
is
great.
nighttime right now.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought it was the morning.
No, it was
No,
middle of the night.
Thren's still drunk.
Oh,
Hello.
okay.
I'm so very drunk.
I mean, technically, I guess she could have drank so much she's still drunk by the time she wakes up, but that's unlikely.
Oh, you don't.
I was
know.
gonna suggest that we take Steve to Bones.
Jude's down for that.
Threnody
You
will
take Steve to Bones.
Threnody will say yes to anything at this point. She is really
Maybe
freaking
Steve
out.
knows how to make us. I mean, not Steve. Bones knows how to make us sober too while we're there.
What?
Hey! Hey,
One
Sawbones.
miracle at a time.
What does?
A friend of ours took a tumble off the roof. Can you make sure all his bits are where they're supposed to be?
He's unconscious. We need him to stop.
He
being
tells you to lay him
unconscious.
on the dock, the
Jude
robot
does
thing,
so.
and starts like scanning him. What do you do with the Mr. Handy body?
Pulse takes it at least 100 meters away from Steve.
Okay.
So,
And then examines it.
That's gonna take a little while because you know it's
back up
100
to the
meters.
roof.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, actually, so you get to Bones and he starts scanning him. At which point, Steve appears to enter a state of seizure.
Shit.
And
Don't nobody do any of that shit about trying to stick a leather belt in the mouth. That stuff's bullshit.
Steve, Bones is just trying to keep him from damaging any of the equipment or hurting himself.
Osmond's going to try to assist Bones in any way she can.
Threnody is.
Base.
Threnody recognizes she's too drunk to help Steve, so she's moving stuff out of the way of the seizure area.
Yeah, the issue is like there's not really a medicine to help seizures on
No.
that's like immediate. It has to be like taken over time.
No, the
So there's
best
nothing
if
that you can
someone's having a seizure, the thing you do is make
just let them
sure.
write it out.
Yeah, let them write it out. Make sure the area around is clear.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then.
and by the way, my dad had epilepsy, so I know that the only instant air quotes seizure fix or anything close to it is called a vagal nerve stimulator, and even that, 1 is twitchy, 2 it doesn't work right away, and 3 needs to be in there beforehand because it's a big electric motherfucker attached to your chest and neck.
Yeah, so there's nothing you can do, and even then, that's a pretty like specific piece of equipment. I'm not sure you would have that here.
Oh yeah, and we couldn't just shove it in him now.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't work. So there's nothing you can really do except just let him write it out.
I'm just
and-
reaffirming your point that
Yeah.
there is a air quotes instant fix, but that's not going to work for us right now.
But like it's a bad seizure. Like it's at this point in your medical opinion, if you saw a patient with these symptoms and doing that, there's nothing you can do. As a professional doctor, Thren, at this point, even if you knew what was affecting him, it's too late. It is way too late.
Thren, after trying to kind of get some things out of the way, stares at him and then eventually just runs out of the room.
I was just going to say there, she is not a professional doctor, and even if she did know that there's nothing to do, she's not doing this again. She's not going to someone she can try her best to save.
Oh, this is what Steve meant.
Not necessarily.
At which point, he's like really heavy seizure.
Also, this isn't a normal person. It's Steve.
Also, yeah, it's also Steve. At about the same time that Pulse gets the thing more than 100 meters away from Steve, none of you know this, and Pulse you can kind of guess. Steve stops having a seizure.
What the fuck?
He still appears unconscious, but he almost immediately stops sweating. And he appears to return back to the normal Steve that you know.
Actually, Jude says that out loud. What the fuck?
Gonna test the 10-second hand thing. 10-second skin touch thing.
Within just a few seconds, you can start feeling the unconsciousness.
And let go.
You. And he bolts up in his seat and is just screaming, holding his head.
It's alive!
Steve, buddy, you ain't dead.
We fixed him!
Clark, shut the fuck up.
Clark is silent and then he leaves.
Osmond is just staring wide-eyed at
May
Steve.
apologize for that later.
By the way, his scream doesn't stop. He doesn't ever stop for a breath. He just keeps screaming.
Jude, slap him. Actually, no, don't do that.
Thren can easily hear this from where she is.
Thren comes stumbling back into the room looking panic-stricken. Steve.
It doesn't even seem to recognize that he is in existence. He is just screaming.
Oh god. Someone needs to go and see what's happening with the thing that...
Pulse has it.
Pulse. Someone has to find Pulse, find out what's happening.
Claire?
Already gone.
Gotcha.
Steve flails? Not quite. Like, he's still screaming, his hand's still on his head, but you can see he's trying to, like, stand up, and it doesn't work. He just kind of flops off of the table. He curls up into the fetal position, and he's still screaming.
He's in pain. Can we medics for the pain?
Osmond just sticks out her hand with Thren's like, I don't have any, you know that.
She looks at Sawbones. She looks at Steve. Steve.
He's like utterly shocked about what's going on. He's like, oh, okay. Gets some medics and injects him into it. And it doesn't seem to help.
Running through all of the places where I think Pulse will be.
Probably about 2 minutes after, he's screaming, he just stops. It just kind of dies off, but he's still, curled up, and his eyes are just, staring at nothing.
Threnody has got, is kneeling next to him and has her hands, she's gripping his arm very tight. What were you going to say?
Osmond is kneeling. I was going to say that Osmond was doing that, but if Thren is doing that, Osmond's just going to be kneeling down next to Thren.
Claire, where did Pulse go that's 100 meters away from the roof? Did you just fly off to another rooftop?
Osmond should have gone left.
Pulse would have tried to very discreetly fly to the ground and then run.
I could have told Claire where Pulse went.
Spend the least amount of time. She's trying to lay low, so she's spending the least amount of time with the wings out.
Okay.
And I just realized Jude's been standing around being useless, so may Jude... This might be a little metagamey, so feel free to say no, but may Jude come to the same realization that Ellen did?
It's not on...
Well, it's also earlier...
Roll an intelligence check, but it's going to be super easy.
Although,
Okay.
can I say that Thren did say earlier... Thren did mention Cherry earlier.
Yeah.
That's fair. Actually, what's what common sense or no?
General
what was
knowledge.
General knowledge?
Hang on, my sheet's derping. It'll take me a moment.
Intelligence might be just a good one.
Yeah, I guess intelligence, but you're gonna get a pretty hefty bonus
Alright.
because it's not unreasonable to make that connection. You get it. It's just straight away. Just yeah, thing.
Jude says, okay, sure. Shit! And runs out of the room.
Which actually explains why it took a little while for this to get out of his system, because if Pulse is flying down the building, Steve was still within 100 meters of the thing for a small amount of time. Claire, how do you find Pulse?
I'm gonna go through all the places where I think she goes.
I could have told Claire, but now it's a bit late.
It's a bit late for that.
Yeah.
Pulse would have headed in a direction, while the others were heading in another direction. She could have just seen, oh, she's going that way off the roof.
Yeah, probably head that way if you can't find. I suppose.
Also, she's got amazing perception.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Is Pulse out in the
Eventually, I
open,
think I
or
would
is she
just, get to the roof and just have a scout around and be like, there she is.
Yeah. Is Pulse out in the open where Claire could see her, or?
Pulse wouldn't have tried to find anything fancy, but she wouldn't. Yeah, she would probably be standing by some lights because she needs that to work.
Okay, then eventually Claire would be able to spot her.
And then she's just going to walk away, all the way back down the building and run off over to her.
At which point you could probably run into Jude. Or Osmond,
Yeah, on the
or
way,
both.
Jude passes and says, see you, Miss Cherry, you take care or whatever, bye.
And out. Just
Os-
quick pass.
is Osmond staying at the
Osmond
at
is-
Steve's side?
Yeah.
Okay. Threnody, as far as you can tell from what symptoms he's now showing, he appears to be brain dead. Not dead, brain dead as in, he's gone. Brain dead as in, I guess brain dead's
Catatonic?
not... Yeah, catatonic. He's catatonic. Yeah, brain dead's not the right term, but he's catatonic.
Catatonic, okay.
Yeah.
Thren is staring, and she honestly has no idea what to do right now. Steve?
Osmond is just kind of also holding Thren's hand as well and squeezing that.
I'm sorry, Osmond, I should have listened to you. I shouldn't. I should.
Clark comes back in, and he comes over and he sits with Threnody and Oswin, and he tries to cuddle.
I broke Steve.
No, you didn't.
I mean, I'm sorry. I should have, shouldn't have, should have listened to you, Oswin. Steve? Steve? She shakes his shoulder gently.
Steve.
No response.
She,
Never
Clark's-
something you can do.
Clark snuggles very hard with Thren.
Oh.
Thren tries touching his face again, Steve's face.
You get the same thing Oswin did.
She looks like she's tempted to let herself go unconscious, but she takes her hand away at the last second.
Oh.
Tell me when Jude reaches Miss Cherry's.
Yeah, you can reach Miss Cherry.
Jude, just scratch. It sort of. You ever do that thing, like if you're on socks and freshly waxed tile, where you kind of scramble through the
Right.
top but don't quite fall?
Yeah.
Jude does that and then bangs on Miss Cherry's door.
She answers?
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Okay, good. Come with me. And Jude grabs Miss Cherry by the hand and drags her
Yeah.
off towards the medical wing.
She ends up following, and she is confused about the scene laid before her.
Steve done broke.
Steve broke.
And I wanted to check on y'all, because I know that this must be the pits for you.
Heh. Sorry, Pet.
I didn't.
And Jude just gives her a meaningful look as they say that.
As a DM, I didn't realize the pun until someone
Cherry
mentioned
pit.
it, and now I'm. Okay.
I thought that was the point. Like, cherry pit, peach pit, that's why it's the Pit Project.
It was Project Blossom.
Yeah.
Ah, god damn it.
There was something called
What was-
Project Pit.
Oh, there was. Yeah, there was a
However,
Project Pit.
I
but
figured
it
that
was
was
not
more
the
to
same
do
project.
with. I figured that was more to do with the Lazarus Pit.
I knew that there was.
That there was a Project Pit, but it
You
wasn't
got
anything
your
to do.
project mixed up.
Wasn't
Yeah, you
anything
got
to
your
do with
project
Cherry.
mixed up. Yeah.
Damn.
It's so the Lazarus Pit.
Anyway, yeah, she's utterly confused and wants to know what the hell's going on.
Okay, I'm probably the one who can explain it best. Steve started looking all fucked up, and then he done fell off the roof. I caught him, and I don't think he hit his head on nothing. But we brung him in here, and he started seizing up, and then he started screaming, and now he's like this.
There was a device. It came within our radius, and it did.
But yeah, there was a thing. Where the fuck did that go?
Pulse has
Pulse has
it.
it.
Pulse has got to turn it off so Steve can.
Pulse took it far away. That's why Steve stopped seizing up.
But now he's still broken.
I thought you'd need to know, because
Cherry, is this
I thought
anything?
you'd need to know.
Is anything like this ever happened before? That's a no.
She is lost for words. She is confused, understandably upset, concerned. Yeah, a lot of emotions.
I'm sorry. Steve, wake up now, okay? Please?
Is
And
his hands wearing the
as
gloves?
yeah, he's still wearing gloves.
Oswald's gonna grab his hand and just squeeze that.
Oh. Um, with Claire coming in a few minutes later, Pulse, you get the thing in the light, and you kind of take out the housing of it, which is pretty simple. And inside, all you find, kind of like bolted onto like a metal plate, in the sphere, is a um hexagon of metal and circuitry, really nicely built, refined. Um, and as you kind of uh, kind of like go through it and kind of start like trying to figure out what the hell this thing is, um, that 28, yeah, out of character. This is the kind of shit that the Institute has yet to even touch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, fuck.
Um, with that 28, you can tell that it emits some form of field. Um, kind of like an electromagnetic field, but not anywhere near that. Like some kind of department of science that you've never even heard of, let alone studied.
Pulse is a physicist.
Yeah. Like this is next level physicist shit.
Wow.
This is like, I'm trying to think of like some. This is like quantum entanglement personified.
Okay.
It's not the exact word you're probably looking for, but it'll work.
What?
So what's it do?
You can't tell. It emits some form of field. And it has about a 100 meter radius.
Okay, Pulse moves the thing like 10 more meters away.
Yeah. And yeah, that's all you can really tell. This thing is like super advanced. Like you don't even know what half of these circuitries are for.
Well, this is interesting. Pulse is gonna definitely gonna want to look at this.
Okay. Claire, you can show up now.
Science pony, did you science the thing?
Did you science the thing?
I found out that it is a thing that outputs a field, and it's not a very big field. Well, that depends on what you mean by big.
Can you turn it off is the main question.
Well, did what I tried to do work?
What did you try to do?
Move it away from him.
Claire?
Yes. Well, kind of.
Okay,
It's just
that's
kind
good.
of screaming now. I mean, he's alive. I mean, he was alive anyway, but he's alive. He's just kind of screaming now.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that to Ren. I'm not a medical expert. I'm not that kind of doctor.
You are sober, though.
You are sober.
Very important.
The most confusing part of this is that It's confusing as fuck. It's like I'd have to. I get a headache even thinking about where I even go from what I know to get to this level.
Well, we could always do what you do in science. Deconstruction. And then she takes out a sword and stabs it.
No. Not gonna let Claire stab it.
You can just stab it.
Roll something to stop Claire.
Pose is not gonna let Claire stab it.
I'm stabbing
Roll something to stop Claire.
Pose is gonna. Claire's. Why?
Claire, roll a
Stop
2-hit.
Screaming.
Pose is gonna put herself between Claire and it, while casting Force Armor on herself. Then
Well, that's
pick
alright,
the thing
I'll
up.
just go between your legs.
Then pick the thing up. Put herself between Claire
That's a
and it.
lot of actions to take as a reaction.
Yeah, she's just gonna put herself between Claire and it. Then after
Okay.
that,
Roll react or reflexes. Roll reflexes.
Uh,
Claire, roll to hit.
I don't think I actually put the 2-hit for the sword on my thing.
Basically, it's just a d20 unless you have bonuses to melee weapons or bonuses to just hit.
Pose is science lusted.
I don't think I have any bonuses, just flat to hit. Oh no, I
Yeah.
do. I have a +1.
Yeah.
As opposed
Son
to
of a
the
bitch.
+9 from a rifle. Yeah, I don't think I
Random
don't know
Wonderbolt
if I'll beat that,
14.
but hell.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know.
You wish, Hatter.
Pose is gonna fly away with it.
Oh man, the DM wants us to destroy it. That means we can't destroy it. I
Want
wanted
you to
to
destroy it.
Playing us like fiddles, goddammit.
I wanted to destroy it right up until Hatter wanted us to destroy it.
The issue. Okay, here's the thing too, right? Steve is my character. I want Steve to live, and you're like, oh yeah, no, Steve is a cool character. We want Steve to live, so get rid of the damn thing, and then like destroy the thing, destroy the thing, destroy the thing. Now you're torn.
Very torn.
I like Steve.
Richly mixed feelings, but yeah, I don't want him to die.
Rich, did you have nothing interesting to say? I have richly mixed feelings about this.
Richly mixed feelings.
I mean, that's alright if you try and move it away from her. Because then my to hit goes from a +1 to a +9.
Oh snap! Are you gonna just like stand? Are you just gonna like line up a shot and wait for the moment Pulse kind of gives you an opening and just shoot it?
Yep.
I'm going to give you a massive penalty because you're waiting for like a sliver of an opening.
Yeah.
Don't shoot Pulse, Jesus Christ.
I don't
Yeah.
plan on
Pose is
shooting
gonna yell,
Pulse,
why?
because now you're taking it back towards Steve.
She's not.
She's not, is she? No.
Well, either way,
She's flying away from Steve.
well, if you don't want to turn it off, I'll turn it off.
So roll to hit with the sniper rifle, and I'm going to give you a massive penalty on my side.
I'm on Claire's side on this one. The science can wait until we're away from the person it's hurting.
It's away from the person who's hurting.
Not away enough, clearly.
He's catatonic.
No. It is away.
I know,
It has to be
but
further away.
from an
and
in-character
preferably
point
in
of view,
pieces.
like, out of character, the catatonicness is probably something that will subside in time and is unrelated to whether or not he's still in proximity. However, in character, is that a chance we're taking?
Yeah, okay. As Pose was told that Steve was fine,
Pulse was told that Steve
or that it worked.
Pulse was told that Steve had stopped, had his powers back, but that he was screaming.
Not even that, just that he had stopped having a seizure.
Yeah.
The issue is with the penalty. Claire's rolling a 15, and I'm not sure whether or not I should say that hits.
Yes.
Well, it depends how you want to do it. You can say you can count it as a.
Because the penalty includes waiting for the exact right moment to fire without hitting pulse.
Yeah, but she's trained for that.
Yeah, so
Well-
that penalty makes it a 15 instead of a 22.
Well, Pulse is specifically trying to shield it with her body.
Yeah, that's so she's waiting for the exact right moment to fire, which is, part of the penalty.
Also, Pulse is putting a force arm on herself.
On herself, but that
On
doesn't
herself.
include the
Not
thing.
the orb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, it ignores
Also,
all
no, it just
armor.
straight up ignores armor, so your shield does fuck all.
Yeah, so you should
All armor, including magic armor.
All
armor.
armor.
Wow.
It's a super powerful anti-tank rifle that's also an energy weapon. It is incredibly powerful.
Okay.
Remind me
Ditz
to
outdid
never-
herself.
Remind me to never fight someone with Ditz weapons.
You are someone with ditch weapons.
We are fighting people with Ditz weapons. We don't want to fight against Ditz weapons.
You know what I meant, you
Or, so,
asshat!
or someone who's wielding a ditch weapon competently.
Or Ditz.
Or ditch.
We definitely
Of
don't
course we're
want
not
to
gonna
fight
fight
against
Ditz.
Ditz.
This just think you start fighting ditch. This just comes out in power mech that she built herself from scratch.
And
It
dude's
just
like,
bursts out
nope,
the floor,
fuck
and it's like
this.
just a fucking... It's just Ditz just standing there by herself, just in the middle of the open, and then she just takes out a small, like, TV remote, just pushes a button, and a
And
fucking
freaking out.
Gundam rises out of the ground. Just like
And-
a fucking... The Megazord just rises out of the ground.
and then it cuts to the Heritage just all staring at that, and then Jude just turns around, flips
Nope.
double birds. Nope.
I'm out.
It's a classic thing of you pissed off ditch. I have no regrets.
I have so
I regret everything.
regrets. I want that.
Anyway.
Did Claire say if you're not gonna shut it off?
If you're not going to turn it off, I will.
Well, Paul's gonna answer. I am gonna shut it off.
Then why are you flying away?
Because you're shooting at it.
Because you won't turn it off.
I am going to turn it off. You didn't let me.
And what's on third base?
Well, fuck it. If this doesn't actually hit it, then she's just going to wait for Pulse to land and turn it off.
Paul's just gonna fly like 10 minutes away.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, but
Not
does it hit?
helpful.
At full fly speed.
But does it hit?
I am torn.
You know, I have a coin here.
15 feels like a fair number.
If you need to, we can use my reroll.
You're one.
It feels like a fair number. It feels like in any other circumstance it would still hit. Pulse! Roll me luck.
Yay.
It's a good way to handle it.
Which also means she can't, buy it down. Oops.
Yeah,
So-
that's 10 over.
if you had been successful, it would have hit the housing but not hit the mechanism.
Reroll.
Okay, give me a sec. Okay. Does anyone else want me to re-roll that?
Nope.
Okay. Smarty?
I'm just thinking. It's like, we're probably not going to do anything else. They fuck it.
Oh. Wow, player re-rolls.
Hattery, you signed up for this, darling.
I'm not going to accept that, because that's basically the equivalent of me re-rolling and Claire getting a nat fail.
Okay, whatever.
It still passes. So the bullet hits the housing, but misses the mechanism. And so you're fine.
Do you want to turn it off, or should we go for round 2?
Pulse is just flying away at top speed.
Remember, every round, Claire gets 2 shots.
Oh, wait. I should probably take my second shot. Hang on.
She did take her time to get...
Fair enough.
good
That
shot.
is true. You took your time to take the shot.
Well, if I took my
Pulse
time,
is
I would have
from-
had a bigger
Oh, that's
hit,
right.
but-
No,
And
because you're kind of like waiting for that opening.
Yeah.
You're not like you
It's
don't have
less-
it in your sights the whole time.
It's less doing it for a bonus and more doing it so you don't get the penalty.
Yeah. So yeah, Pulse gets away with the science. Bucky! It has been
Guys.
0
0
minutes.
minutes.
She's just gonna watch as Pulse just flies off. Shrug.
Oh,
It'd be
damn
like,
it, yeah.
at least it's away.
I wanted to point out, I wanted to do one earlier when Dally said she's only 19.
But my mind is older. I'll stop.
Never stop.
At least it's further away now. Shoulder rifle, walk back.
God damn it, Claire. Also, god damn it, Pulse for running away.
She's not wrong.
Yeah, it's true. Pulse, are you gonna do anything else with this thing except trying to study it?
Pulse is gonna find, like, a cave or something. Or
Okay.
She probably can't find a cave. She's just gonna find
And find an or
something to
something.
cover under, and then she's gonna...
Turn it off.
She's gonna locate the important parts, and she's gonna take it apart.
There appears to be some form of safety mechanism.
I mean, she's gonna take the mechanism out of the chassis.
No, what I mean is there appears to be some form of safety switch attached to the mechanism. That if, one, it is taken out of the housing, it basically is destroyed. Like, there's a power surge and it's dead. If it's detached from the power source, a pocket of battery acid will activate and melt the circuitry. So you can't turn it off, and you can't remove it from the housing without destroying it. My stepdad's home. 1 sec, I'll be right back.
We're gonna, so out of character, we're gonna destroy this thing anyway because it's
We're totally
dangerous
going
to
to
have
trash it.
around.
Oh yeah.
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 But what Pulse wants right now is this is like a science gold mine, so she's gonna try to figure out everything about this to maybe see, just to get anything from it.
That's in
Powerful
character.
sniper.
Maybe it can help her understand what happened better or something like that.
Maybe we can reverse engineer it so that it won't happen to Steve again. God damn it.
Yeah, counter field, something like that.
That could not have been timed worse for Threnody's sanity.
Thren done goofed. If she waited until the morning, this wouldn't have happened. Plot, though.
Steve is screaming. Threnody is screaming.
Screams.
Everyone's screaming.
Everyone's screaming.
Screams internally, screams externally, screams eternally.
What? I keep losing markers.
May I
Steve
make
is
a
screaming.
stupid, terrible joke, Dally?
Maybe.
I'll make you scream eternally.
Oh my god.
Get the fuck out of here.
Steve is screaming. Threnody is screaming because Steve is screaming.
Yep.
In my defense, I asked first.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Clark's off in a corner going, ah.
And Clark's just in the corner going, ah.
Clark
This
is
is too
Doge.
drunk to know. Clark is just drunk, so he's just joining in.
He's just like, noise. Ah.
I can
I'll-
scream louder than you.
Clark
Jury,
thinks
I
it's a
am
game.
eating rice-a-roni.
Rice-a-roni.
With chicken.
Nom, nom, nom.
Because I had chicken breast in the, already made chicken breast in the fridge. I was like, this was supposed to be for salad. But I can put it in rice-a-roni.
Okay, so I'm back.
Hello.
So what's going on?
Solve something at some point, and nothing. We were just discussing the fact that everything is wrong.
What do you mean?
I'm so sorry.
I just want to point out that Osmond
Been
is
a
kind
good
of
day
having
for
a
Threnody
flashback.
sanity.
What was that? What did you say, Andrea?
Andrew's having flashbacks to Red's mom.
Ooh.
Did Red's
Like I said, it's not the first time she's she's seen someone, getting close to being saved. Like, someone close to death that, she can't just not stop. She's not stopping this time. Last time, she knows what the consequences of her actions.
Oh, did she start trying to save Red's mother?
She went to go and see if she could, saw she couldn't, and walked away.
Ooh.
Yeah, she was too far beyond Oswin's skill as a medic.
Did anyone stay with
Not
her
doing
as
that.
she died?
Red or Drake.
Just oh
Yeah, she's not doing
Yeah,
that.
you don't.
yeah.
You don't.
And that's why I made the comment I typed in the chat just now.
Oh,
Well, I don't think any of them stayed with her.
Yeah, but he's the one who kind of prompted it, and he was like, "All right, guys, let's go." From what I understand.
speaking of which, Loden, guess who messaged me at the beginning of this session?
Logan?
Oh, hey!
Yeah. Though you say that, but that's actually kind of the character that he was playing.
He sounds like a shitty character.
An
but-
asshole.
He was playing
Exactly.
the ultimate good guy,
That's
but
not a good guy.
was-
That's chaotic neutral at
No, no,
best.
True,
no, no,
but let him
what he-
finish.
yeah, no, the ultimate good guy, but was very like if he couldn't do anything, he wasn't gonna do anything.
That's bullshit.
But he wanted to always be the good guy.
That's bullshit.
You
yeah,
can't really
it-
be the good guy without compassion.
Exactly. Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Oh no, I was gonna fuck with this character so hard.
Good.
Well, you still kind of did. He's dead now.
Yeah.
The ultimate fucking.
What should we do now, Loden's head? Do what you want, guys. I'm super dead.
It has been
Zakar, what are you doing
0
here?
minutes.
Oh my fucking god. We are garbage.
Yes. Anyway, so what are you doing with the thingamajig?
Boss is basically gonna record everything she can about it and study it till noon next day.
Noon the next day?
Yes.
Very
You
specific.
assume we're going to let you have it for that long? We are destroying that shit.
I mean, it's...
Everyone is going to fucking have a go at trying to break that shit.
It also kind of points out that she can't keep it without hurting Steve.
Well,
You
she's
try
gonna
and bring it
record
back.
that's why she's gonna record everything she can about it and try to get something, some form of knowledge out of it.
I mean,
Roll me
Maybe-
science.
Pulse is still
Maybe
I wanna see if
advance
you see a
something
thing.
about.
Pulse is still going to destroy it. She just wants to study it first.
Mm-hmm.
Because maybe we can, use this to help.
Maybe
So
possibly
basically,
incapacitate
she's-
another 200-year-old being.
No, but reverse engineer something so that.
That is a good thought,
Wait,
though.
Lazarus.
Uh-huh.
What? Wait, sorry, what?
Well, what if Lazarus
Incapacitate
is
another
like...
200-year-old being.
Hold on. I like zoned out for like 30 seconds, so I missed some revelation, and then everyone's like, oh, thing! I'm like, I'm so lost. Hold
I
on.
said we could
wait.
possibly use it to incapacitate another 200-year-old being.
Oh, yeah. Unless this is from another 200-year-old being.
Just
I
because
was
someone made a
wondering
weapon
that.
doesn't mean that
Lazarus-
the person who made it is a...
Lazarus would know about Steve.
The guy who made guns was still allergic to lead being flung at them at high speed.
Fair enough.
Allergic.
Well, unless he made a gun that specifically kills only specific people.
Yes, but he didn't. But that is
Yeah.
still a relevant point in this situation.
Yeah,
Mm,
true.
That could just be a Steve fuck over Inada.
Steve fuck over Nader.
Hi, Dr.
Terminator
Doofenshmirtz.
3000!
But yes, our other idea was to find a way to reverse engineer it to, protect Steve from it happening again.
Thank you, Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Yeah. Well, Pulse is just gonna use everything she knows to record everything about it.
Roll science.
Including her energy vision and stuff like that.
This is this is Pulse's night.
It'd be Clark's night if something else has happened.
Fuck, that's a horrible roll. For this
And you
specifically.
use your reroll.
Yeah, Clark is drunk and has no idea how he could possibly help, so he's just kind of cuddling and comforting.
I throw my reroll at random Wonderbolt 14.
Okay, fine. I'll re-roll it then.
Hey!
A nat 19. As you're attempting to record data, you try and get data from the machine itself. Your pit boy freaks the fuck out.
Nope.
It is the best way to describe this because your pit boy, as you know, being a science person, runs on a binary system.
Uh-oh.
So ones and zeros.
This is a hexadecimal system, isn't it?
This is not a binary system.
There's a 2 there. I saw a 2.
I am not
One
qualified
zero
for
zero one
this.
one
It's
zero
okay.
zero one zero
It's
zero one
okay.
2 zero zero 1 1.
There's no such thing as two.
So how's it wired then? What system is it and how is it wired then? Because computers use binary because they use
On and off system. Yeah. Yeah, it's like this is part of the reason why you're like the fuck about this machine is you don't quite know. Half of this is theoretic. The other half is you don't even know.
Damn
Yeah.
you, Lazarus.
Well-
So the best thing you can
Hole.
come up with is it has an on and off, but it also has other things.
It can make coffee.
Well, she's more gonna
Make
use.
what?
Coffee.
Well,
On off cappuccino.
Hada, she's more gonna
Frappuccino.
use
Mocha.
her energy vision to basically map out the wiring.
It's all over the place. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can map out the wiring, and it's really super complicated.
Yeah, she spends like till next noon on this, so it's
let me put it
something
this
that
way.
takes time.
In the
Legacy.
Fallout universe,
Legacy says no wires, it runs on science.
it runs on science. Science. Oh my god. No, never mind. I can't talk about that. I could sidetrack. But anyway, in the Fallout universe, the capacitor was never created.
Mm-hmm.
What about the flux capacitor? I mean, clearly it has been
So,
because time travel exists.
In character, you don't know this. Out of character, these are some of the this puts our capacitors to shame.
Yeah.
What about flux capacitors?
I mean, if
There
ports
might
can
be
learn
some
how
involved.
to make, if ports can learn how to make capacitors, that'd be a step forward. So
It- Except you don't know how to get circuitry that small.
well,
If
she's
Pulse could
gonna
make capacitors, all
take a
hell
look at
would
it.
break loose.
You could get
I mean-
Clark's help, he's pretty small.
I mean, looking at
I'm
this
not
thing,
that small.
Okay, Riley's
looking
help.
at this, you know for a fact that this is leagues beyond what the pre-war had.
Mm-hmm.
This is hundreds of years in advance of what the pre-war had. So it is incredibly difficult to even comprehend.
Mm-hmm. But she's gonna record what she can see,
Fair enough.
what she can figure out.
Okay, and while she's doing that, back in the medical facility, Steve hasn't moved.
Osmond is still just sitting there. She's trying to hold back tears.
Clark sits and snuggles Oswin.
Fuck me and fuck this.
Thren is staring.
This was supposed to be a vacation.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
It's not your fault, Thren.
Exactly.
I mean, I know, kinda, I know it's whatever that fucking thing is that Paul is looking at now, but if I'd waited until the morning, this wouldn't have happened.
So, good news and bad news.
Hey, Claire, how's Pulse getting on?
Yeah, that's the thing. Good news is, it's going further away.
Okay. Is Pulse launching it at the sun?
The bad news is, it's going further away.
Pulse isn't launching it at the sun, is she?
No, she's taking it with her.
Well, to be fair, it's nighttime, so there isn't a sun to launch it at right now.
You could launch it at the bone.
Clark looks bewildered and he goes, "The sun is still there. We just can't see it."
Yeah, I mean, how can Pulse launch it into it if she can't see it?
I don't know, at an angle?
But she isn't, anyway, because what was she doing? Is she trying to do the science?
Well, I told her to, I said that we could always deconstruct it, and then I tried to stab it with my sword. She wasn't having that. So she decided to take off, which was a bad idea for her, because I am a lot better with a gun than a sword.
Did you shoot Pulse?
I didn't shoot Pulse.
Good.
I shot at the ball that Pulse was holding.
Well, whatever happened is
I clipped it.
Steve is still... I
He
mean,
stopped screaming. I
he's
noticed
like,
that when I came in.
he's kind of got his powers back and stuff. He's not sweating anymore, and hopefully his tumor isn't being tumory. But it's like, he's still, he's all
Yeah.
broken.
I noticed he stopped screaming when I came in.
Yeah, this is kind of worse. Although I guess at least it won't hurt his throat. Steve, she shakes him by the shoulder again. Wake up.
He'll live.
No,
He has to. He's basically immortal.
I know, but this isn't living. This is.
Unliving.
Uh-huh.
Unless something
Unbelievable.
happened in the time that he didn't seem to have his powers.
What if his tumor got bigger and it's impacting his brain functions? Is that a thing that Sober Me would say?
Um. Yes. Except in a lot bigger words and using more medical terms.
Cherry? She points. Cherry? Could his tumor have gotten bigger?
Cherry is kneeling beside Steve. And she just is like looking at him very sad.
Cherry, has this ever happened before?
She shakes her head.
Threnody looks at Steve for a moment, then she kind of lays down next to him and puts a hand on his face and leaves it there. She wants to see if, well, she remembers that the last time
Smell my hand.
when she shook Steve's hand, Dave, when she shook Steve's hand that one time, I know it was like he was, he willed it to happen, and it's unlikely to happen again, but she kind of like got a flash of what it was like to be him. So in her drunken haze, she's kind of thinking if she does that again, if she touches his skin and gets knocked out, maybe she'll see something of what's going on inside his mind.
That's clever.
So you do this.
It's also drunk.
Yeah, and you pass out. And after a moment, Miss Cherry kind of takes your hand and takes it off of his face, and just kind of sets it like so that you're like laying down, and she just takes your hand and just kind of sets it like there.
Okay. I guess I just wake up like that.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Mm-mm.
When she wakes up, she looks sadly at her own hand. That didn't work.
Clark takes her hand in his and kisses it.
Oh. That doesn't work either, but thank you for trying.
He hugs her.
Miss Cherry has a quick word with Bonesaw, and he goes off. And she transforms back into her normal form.
Like her changeling form?
Yes. And she just kind of, one sec. Sorry.
She changes
Fuck,
back
where
into,
was I?
She changes back
Oh,
into
yeah.
her normal form.
Yeah, she changes back into her normal form. Is just again kneeling there.
Sherry? Oh. Do you have an idea?
She just doesn't know how to respond.
This is I gotta I'm gonna break radio silence. I'm gonna call the Chandri. They've been down in the lab where Steve was made. They have Mordecai's journal. Maybe they'll know something.
Okay, so you call, and because it's the middle of the night, it takes a while.
You do get people on night shift. It's the Chandri is always
Yeah,
open, but I guess it's
yeah,
quieter at
it's
night.
always open, but no, there's definitely less people,
Yeah,
and no one's like watching the radio at the time.
fair enough.
So it takes a little bit longer, and eventually you get one of the interns.
Um, Rinko, is Threnody, is Teddy or Wendy up?
Preferably sober.
No,
Um, could you wake them? One of them? I'm sorry, something happened. Oh god, oh dear. Threnody holds out the radio and says, I am so drunk, can someone else talk to her?
Bonesaw walks in.
I'm sorry.
Clark reaches for the radio and then falls.
With several cups of coffee.
And Jude is gonna grab the radio and say, "Hey, give us Teddy or Wendy. We gotta talk about some shit that's above your pay grade."
And Bonesaw passes out coffee to everyone who is drunk.
So Clark
Which is
and
just
Thread-
Clark and Thread.
Just to sober them up a little bit.
Excuse me, you know this doesn't work, right? I've tried it, I know.
Clark, just drink the coffee.
Fine.
You sound better already.
I know it does work though, you gotta sweat it out.
Eventually, actually
I can
very
make you
quickly,
sweat it out.
you actually hear like a bit of commotion over the radio, and then almost as if someone slams at the table because they're running so fast, the radio clicks, and Wendy's like, "Hold on, what happened? What's going on?"
You'll know our good friend Steve, but oh wait, you don't.
She doesn't, but she knows about the God particle experiment.
Alright, we need some shit about the God particle, because a friend of ours is relevant to that and has gotten fucked up by some science.
Did they
That's
find
specific.
anything more about the God particle in the lab?
Look, you just take the radio if you want it.
We can hold the radio in front of your face.
You're also drinking coffee. Black
Friend, we
coffee.
should go on a run. If we sweat it off, we'll get sober faster.
Clark, drink the coffee or I'm going to shove it down your throat.
I am drinking it.
Drink faster.
Threnody is sipping at the coffee. I gotta stay here.
Clark chugs. He goes, okay, and then he gets up and then he starts running in place.
Okay.
Fun fact, it is true, you do sober up a little bit faster if you sweat it out.
Duly noted.
It's because alcohol, you can find alcohol in your sweat if you've been drinking enough. So if you sweat it out, you get it out faster.
Mm-hmm.
Sweat a hole.
Jude, was Wendy saying, did they find anything in the lab about the God particle experiment?
Give me a minute. Did y'all find anything about the God particle? Trust me, this shit is important enough to wake you up here.
You can hear both like the flipping of pages and like keyboard clicking. Oh. Sorry.
That was totally in character.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you looking for?
Was that in character?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jude just,
Does it have any weaknesses?
Anything will be helpful at this point.
Yeah, anything? A life is at stake?
Did he go catatonic before?
Catatonia, something about that.
She starts like clicking and flipping. There's an entry about how test subject went kind of several test subjects went catatonic after attempts.
Did they get better?
One.
Damn. That well.
How? How did you get better? How long?
It doesn't. It said 53 days.
Son of a bitch.
It's broken.
I mean, it's not actually that bad. It's only like, what, 3 days? It could have been like a week, a month,
No,
a
no.
year.
53.
53 days.
Oh, I didn't hear the 50 bit.
That's like almost months. I can't number.
Almost months.
That's about as long as I've been out here.
No, you can't. This is the kind of thing I would ask Steve about, but Steve's not working.
Question.
What?
Have you seen Lost?
No.
No.
Maybe.
I have.
It had a really shit ending.
I don't think it was that bad.
There's a specific scene that I'm remembering. It's the scene where Dominic Monaghan's character is hanged, and then the doctor character gets really upset because
Holy
CPR.
fuck, I actually saw that episode.
Yes, you know.
Oh yes, I remember.
What
And
happened?
CPR isn't working, so he just starts banging on the chest.
It doesn't work that way.
I know it doesn't work that way. But
I
I'm
was
really
so
hoping
mad
I'm
because
able to
like,
start
all of the
doing that.
medical shit was so bad.
It was just funny because I just had a conversation about Lost at work today. Um,
I really want him to start doing that, but I'm not sure if it would.
Threnody
Probably
leans
wouldn't help,
over and
but you can
whispers,
do it.
very loudly though, because she's drunk. Steve, I want to make a deal for you to wake up.
I
At this
want to make
point,
a deal. No, I'm kidding.
Osmond is squeezing his hand really really tightly now. At this point.
Yeah. About catatonic. Yeah, that's all it kind of says. Is that that there's not really much information on the subject being catatonic.
Fantastic. Thank you, though.
Anything else?
I don't know. Fucking Threnody here.
What?
But are you drunk?
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah,
But this
I'm
isn't-
drunk too.
Clark, shut the hell up.
You're always
Clark?
drunk.
Clark, and then in the distance, cold pants.
Pants.
Just like sleepily, cold pants.
It's just there's just nameless intern just sleepwalking past.
Clark
Bumps into the window.
Clark scooches to the radio and he goes, "Wendy, I have rights to know
You
my
have
medical
lefts,
history."
Clark. You have lefts.
How did you know?
Because you've had this conversation before.
But Wendy, I have left to know my medical history.
I thought you were right-handed. I thought you were ambidextrous.
Clark,
Actually, I was born left-handed. I trained myself to be ambidextrous.
Good for you. Threnody, what do you need?
a friend is broken and is there anything about what the God particle, did it say anything about the results of the experiment, about what powers there were and if they could be neutralized, and then what to do if they were neutralized and then unneutralized? And
And you can hear clicking and flipping of pages.
Oh,
And
sorry, my head's a little
she's
spinny.
and she says, actually, in that order, Powers says that the only surviving test subject of the experiment uh gained what is the equivalent of
You can see
knowing all.
You can see
He
all
breaks the
possible
fourth wall.
futures, he can teleport, he's invulnerable, and he can't physically change. I know all that shit. But I don't.
Not actually.
What?
Yeah. And then she like she's looking specific for like a specific thing. She like looks down. Um, I have to open up the document. Uh,
Take
Google
time,
Doc,
honey.
yeah, Google Doc, don't be a bitch. Come
I know
on.
the feel.
Come on, load the pages. Um. Uh. duh, 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 duh. Oh, now I have to find the. Okay, yeah. Yeah. He says. She says. Sorry. They call it quantum superpositioning.
Quantum superposition. Is that just teleporting?
No. Actually, it says the following lines is I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Not teleporting as much as existing in all places at once until he focuses and chooses a specific location.
Okay, so teleporting.
It does say that if he can't be in that position in the first place, he can't be there.
Okay.
That explains
Like-
why we couldn't call him in the game.
Like
Yeah.
a locked
Oh.
room. If he can't get the door unlocked, he can't be in the room in the first place and thus can't be there?
But
He
what
has
if...
selective teleportation.
Okay, but that's not true because I've called Steve in the locked room before.
But...
She's just using a metaphor, I think.
It's what they say, but it does say that if he can somehow get it unlocked, it still functions?
If he can pick the lock. Or come in through the window.
No, when I was in the vault, I called him from a locked door. I locked the door behind me and called Steve.
But I guess the door wasn't locked all the time? Or something?
Or maybe he could have possibly crawled through a vent and thus was always able to enter the room. Or he's just good at lockpicking.
Magic.
Did he learn
Actually,
from me?
or you learn from him.
Da,
Did
da,
someone
da.
actually say that?
No, no. She also says, he doesn't know, all things that have ever happened and all things that, and all possible futures. He feels the existence of them, but that's not from the God particle.
Is not?
No, it's from the Time Tuner, project, which is theorized to be the only reason he survived the God particle experiment.
It's another experiment he was in!
And it says that he physically can never change. The more drastic the attempt at his bodily change, the faster his body reacts to reverting back. So, like, if he's shot, it's almost instantly back to normal. But if someone was to, out of character, slowly braid his hair, it slowly returns back to normal.
Threnody says that, like, braiding his hair.
Sure.
I swear
but-
to fuck, this all makes sense in context.
And
She ain't that kind of crazy.
Wendy
There was a
knows
thing
that.
here-
Wendy knows what kind of crazy I am.
It does say, Bucky, yes. It does say that, if you want to keep him trapped, you have to keep him in a locked room. Since if he can't unlock the door, you can't escape.
That's
That explains the box. But
box?
he's here.
They
What box?
found him. They
What?
found him in a box.
Found him in a what?
Like a glass cage.
Wait. This is when you first found. I never learned about how you. I mean, you guys told
Yeah,
me
we
you
first
met him.
found him. We first
Found him in a
in
box.
You
it
found
was
him in a
basically
box.
You found him in a big glass box. Yeah.
You found him.
It's
in a-
almost as if I planned this.
He was
Okay.
trapped. Who trapped him?
More than likely Anderson. But I have.
No,
I
it
have, I
can't
have
have been Anderson because Anderson died 2 centuries ago, and Steve was
He
around
was
to
trapped
help.
for 2
It
centuries.
No,
was
he
in a
wasn't.
vault.
He wasn't because
He was
before-
in a vault.
But before
The
you,
box was in a vault.
yeah, but Oswin he helped Mordecai. And that was years ago, before you
Anderson?
found him.
Travel.
No, Steve. Steve helped Mordecai get out of the lab.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
he also sent a message to. He also broadcasted a message that
Smack.
Smack Talk listened to.
But if he found a way to get out of the box, that means and there's obviously a way to open a vault door, and obviously he had a way out which could have had
You
all
know
this
there's
happen.
other people who could have trapped him who know about him, right? Raphael and Lazarus.
Also, if Raphael found him before that,
And he did, because Steve,
maybe
Steve
somehow
told Raphael where the lab was.
There's a lot of reasons he could have been in the glass box. But what was the other thing y'all was asking about? I can't recall
Do a
now.
question.
Oh, I didn't even see the roll. If you try to go for anything, Sawbones is just gonna smack you.
Okay, in that case, so I don't even get to roll sleight of hand or stealth. Well, fair.
Drunk.
He keeps all of he. A lot of people come to this clinic that are just like you. He keeps all of his stuff locked up for nearly that exact reason. So you'd have to go over to the case, be like, like.
Snatch.
What was the other thing? Powers. Yeah. So he has that quantum positioning thing, and then he has the powers from the time tuner, project.
What in the hell is that?
If Steve was in 2 experiments, maybe we need to know about the other experiment.
Well, okay, give me a sec. And she
That's
starts
why
like
I'm
flicking.
asking what in the hell it is.
You hear more clicking and then more page flipping. On this thing, it also says that they were worried of potentially this whole thing backfiring.
Oh
So
shit! Lazarus
what are the
concocting evil science experiments under the lake. Oh, I wonder if that will backfire. Fucking Lazarus.
Also, what in the hell were they thinking? Doing it on a conscientious objector.
Because Anderson hates him.
It's actually
fair enough.
yeah. Also, it is pointed out that after the test subject was moved to a vault, the rest of the data was moved to, and then she pauses. Lazarus Labs.
No, fucking
Son of a
Lazarus.
bitch.
And one of the scientists on the team, by order of Anderson, started developing something to counteract his powers.
Oh shit.
That's the only mention of that. It doesn't say where that went.
Does it say the guy's
Surprise,
name?
surprise.
No, it just says one of the not the head of the testing, but another one.
Sherry, is that maybe the one that liked tormenting Steve a lot?
Kimball? Not Kimball.
No, the other guy. He didn't get a name.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
I thought I gave him a name.
No,
it's not the same
you
guy.
may have done, but we were not told it.
It's not the same guy. Hold on. Someone just sent me a thing.
Not it.
If I'm it, then my typing skills are better than I realized.
Uh,
That's fact.
Um, and then she goes to Time Tuner. Time Tuner was another experiment that was actually decommissioned and then brought back for one more experiment. Uh, that had no successful attempts until the very last one. Uh, at which point, and she tells you all this in her own way. All the other experiments crucially failed, like bad. They either straight up died, were catatonic, or went insane.
Thren looks at Steve nervously.
And the entire point of the experiment was to get someone who could predict the future, predict outcomes of battles, and outcomes of situations. It kind of had a side effect that they weren't expecting, and it wasn't the exact way they wanted it to, but it was still good enough. The side effect being they also knew all events that have ever occurred, and the way that they didn't. It was a way they weren't expecting, but it worked anyway. Is that he didn't see the future or the past? Is he felt it through people? So if a person gets shot, he feels getting shot.
I wish Anderson was still alive so we could kill him.
So, like, if you see, a battlefield, he sees a battlefield. The issue, the interesting thing though about that is that he feels everything that everyone goes through.
I bet he had fun when we had that war.
There have been a lot of wars, and he was there when the bombs fell.
10 million people burning all at once. Anyway, and he goes, and she was like, "Huh, that's gotta suck." Because one of the things about the God Particle Project was that the subject couldn't feel themselves anymore.
Yeah.
Because they never physically changed. And that the only successful person was actually the same test subject number 13 is also test subject number 13 is the person that was the only successful test subject for God Particle Project. And they had one successful test subject. They were comatose for 73 days, and then just woke up
I thought you said
one day.
53.
Did I say 53?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 53 days, and they just woke up one day, and knew everything that had ever happened and all possible futures from the point of view of every human being.
I know Kung Fu.
I know Kung Fu.
Did he scream?
He might.
Did he scream for like 2 minutes solid?
They said there's a lot of screaming during the test, but that was with all test subjects.
Uh-huh.
They say that they used him to determine the outcomes of battles. There's a comment about one of the doctors getting a little too personal.
Oh, hell.
Who?
Dr. Jones.
Threnody looks at Ms. Cherry. Does that name ring a bell?
She kind of waggles her hand a bit. Vaguely. Nice guy.
Nice guy?
Nice guy. He
Oh,
was.
so personal in a not bad way.
Yeah.
Oh.
He wasn't bad. I think he was just a good guy wrapped up in a bad thing. And then she says, Wendy says, who is that? Miss Sherry?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hi, Miss Sherry. That might be the skeleton we found.
Skeleton?
Yeah, we found a skeleton of a scientist with a pit boy, and apparently he has a lot of recordings of his interactions with Test Subject 13 and High Peacekeeper Anderson.
Oh. You got that there? Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well
Um,
done.
apparently Jones was trying to gather evidence to remove Anderson from power, and
Good man.
Yeah.
apparently Anderson caught on and shot him.
Seriously.
Asshole.
I wish he was alive so we could kill him.
Um,
So we did make this a secure line, didn't we?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh,
Threnody
There was
is.
no way to.
Here.
no,
Fun fact.
it's a secure line on your half. Everything you're saying is secure, but not anything Wendy's saying.
Threnody
Wait,
is too
didn't-
drunk.
Didn't
Threnody
we
is
give
too
a
drunk
radio?
to care. Yeah.
We haven't been back since. How could we get a
Yeah, we
radio?
haven't been back to the Chandri.
Yeah, we haven't had a
Uh,
chance.
You're
to get
planning
them
on
yet.
giving them a radio, but you haven't done it yet.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know, but like I
Threnody
thought of
is
it.
too drunk
Threnody
and
did not
desperate.
think of
It's
it.
okay.
Also, you might just be lucky and no one's listening in on that channel yet.
Ha.
Maybe.
Well, except Smack.
Well, yeah, Smack, but you're calling through Smack, so
He's always listening.
yeah. Through him, your messages are secure. So,
Always
He's
watching
always listening.
Wazowski.
I'll ski.
Always
watching.
It's a three-way. Oh,
Um,
three-way.
You
Yeah.
might want to pick a different metaphor.
Three-way call.
Okay.
it's a Skype call.
Yes.
But yeah, she says there's more details here, but nothing. I don't think anything that would help.
Okay,
Thank you.
I guess.
Got a friend here who ain't doing so hot.
When Pulse comes back, we should ask her. We should ask her if she can figure who the tech was made by. It's probably Lazarus, though. Fuck that guy.
Oh, hold on.
Oh dear.
Oswin,
Yes.
you can eventually find Red/Trick.
Is it red or is it trick?
Oh, when did
You're not
Oswin-
sure.
When did Oswin leave?
Oswin slipped
Oswin
away.
got
Ways
off and
ago.
left.
Does.
Yeah. Clark picked up at three-way because the fourth wall cannot keep him away from sex. Yes, Bucky. Yes. You eventually find Red/Trick, but you can't tell who it is because they're in the bar. And there appears to have been some kind of altercation.
Oh,
shit.
great.
There's a lot of empty bottles.
Good thing someone went and found him.
Wait, Zero drew a picture of Tad?
Yes, it's in the streamy chat.
Ah.
Hunter's not in this now streaming chat.
Yes, I am in the streaming chat.
Are you?
No, you're not. Not Hitbox.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
not
looking
the
at-
the Skype streamy chat. Oh,
Here.
that reminds me. I need to ask Legacy if they want. No, there's a Skype chat for streamies.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not part of that.
There we go. Fixed. Oh, unless
Oh.
you don't want in on it.
Okay. No, that's fine. Fallout Broken Ore. I like that.
Okay, is Red/Trick? Are they? Can I tell if they're significantly drunk,
No,
or are they
actually,
passed out?
no, they don't seem to be drunk at all. They seem to be very slowly sipping a glass of bourbon.
That's red.
Yeah.
Fucking hell! I wanted to talk to Trick at some point.
See, the thing is, if it's red, this isn't gonna end well either.
No.
So what do you do? Oh, by the way, you see a woman that's kind of a standout. She's sitting alone at a table, and she has a bag of ice over her arm, and there's a broken chair on the other side of the table.
Red. Okay.
There's also a broken stool next to the bar.
Yeah, it's red.
Do we gotta
Uh,
kick butt?
So what do you do?
Oswald is gonna just kind of like quickly go through the bar, grab them by the back of their neck, and just kind of pull them out of the bar to try to get them like in a corridor where there's no one around, and just start like. Oswin is going to try to push him up against the wall to be, like, I got questions for you, but it's
The
Oswin.
hell? Stop it! Wake up with a dude slamming me in the head with a bar stool. I don't need this right now.
I'll let you go back to your drink after you answer some questions.
Sure, fine,
You
whatever.
are so lucky Jude doesn't know you're doing this to his son.
I mean, it's Oswin. How much could she do?
Not a
Fair,
lot.
but still.
If
Dude's
Red
got
really
those
wanted to
pop
fight back,
instincts.
yeah, if Red really wanted to fight back, there's nothing Oswin could do.
Yeah, honestly, the only one who might have a struggle fighting against Oswin is maybe Clark. And even still, Clark probably has a better strength than Oswin.
Not by much, if any.
What is Clark's strength?
50, I think.
Oh, never mind then. Oswin could beat Clark. I have a 52.
52.
It doesn't mean that you would beat him. It just means you're 2% more likely
You
to
have a
beat him.
2-point advantage.
Yeah, it's not like 50 against 100. Anyway, yeah. So, what are your questions?
At any point in your past, I guess, did Steve go catatonic or something like that?
Not that I know of.
Did we? And we never said anything to you about it.
Out of character.
Mm-hmm.
Are you planning on telling Red/Trick this ever happened?
Jude isn't sure about that, and Jude doesn't know this is happening, which is just as well, because Jude hates this timey-wimey bullshit.
Here's the issue, right?
Are you telling me?
If we don't tell Little Trick, then Big Trick won't know.
Yeah, exactly. So, the answer to this question will change. Right now, it's no, because you haven't told him. But if you tell him in the future, the answer will be yes.
Jude is probably... If this lasts more than 24 hours, Jude will inform Lil, Red, and Trick.
Fair enough. So the answer so far will be no.
If that changes, will we remember?
You won't remember that it changed. You know what? No. I mean, it's gonna be no.
Okay.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
I mean,
I
stuff.
fucking hate time travel.
This is why we're sending him back soon, so we don't have to deal with
How do you
this
think
shit
Red
anymore.
feels about it?
I love
Red
time
had a-
travel.
As per usual, I have a link for this.
And at any point, there wasn't a time where any of us just couldn't contact Steve, or Steve just disappeared from our lives.
No, there is.
There is.
Yeah. There's a couple. I can't recall any specifics, but I remember times that he doesn't show up.
There are times he doesn't show up for long periods of time. Say, 53 days.
Look, after all this shenanigans, after all of this happens, I don't think the only person that really calls him all that much is Thren. So,
Wait, what?
I don't know.
Mordecai.
I'd call him.
Damn. I'll go back to your fucking drink. And Oswald just kind of lets go of his shirt and goes back to the lab.
Goes back to the bar.
Can't believe we
Chucks
left
the
him alone
ball.
and Trick got into a bar fight.
You may want to ask about what happened in there.
There
Who
was a
doesn't
broken
know
chair.
to ask?
Friend,
I was
Broken
like-
chair in a bar.
Oswald's more preoccupied. Steve is not
Yeah.
okay.
Are you surprised you got into a ball fight, or are you surprised it was Trick that got into a ball
I'm
fight?
surprised it was
Second
Trick that
one.
got into a bar fight.
Actually, yeah, Oswald is gonna probably ask that,
Trent
Fred.
probably didn't initiate it.
And you don't know what happened?
To what?
There!
I woke up with a dude smashing a ball stool over my head.
That actually makes sense, because Trick would have fallen unconscious for like a second or so, and
Also,
then...
red sometimes comes out when things get violent.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
which is
I forgot
both.
about that.
So he was both unconscious and extreme violence. So, red.
Red time. Red light.
Oh, you should have seen the other guy.
There was a broken chair in a bar. I have a distinct feeling a certain brawler was here.
Jesus.
God damn it, Zai.
Also, you could probably just ask the bartender because he's the bartender.
Good point.
Yeah, Oswald probably will go ask the bartender, because there's no point in her being there right now.
Are you gonna ask now?
I mean, yeah, why not?
Okay, Red's just gonna
no.
sit down and keep drinking his thing. And do you talk to the bartender like right next to Red, or do you go down the bar?
Go down the bar, of course.
Okay. What he says is like, yeah, your buddy there was just like drinking, and one of our customers got a little handsy with one of our staff members, if you catch my drift, and got a little bit too aggressive. And I didn't see it happen, but the next thing I know, your buddy over there has the dude
Yeah.
bent over the table, arm twisted behind his back, chair broken into pieces. Forces him to apologize. Eventually the guy does, and then he comes back and sits down. And then that guy hits your buddy over the head with a bar stool.
That explains it.
And yeah, I'm not sure where the other guy is right now.
Okay. Thank you for that. And now Oswald goes back to the doctor lab thing.
Wait, what? Somewhere, a half orc and a half elf are awkwardly flirting and trying not to look at people in spiffy clothes. What?
In jokes.
Fimpy. Oh, god damn it.
What? I'm so confused.
I actually don't.
Oh, skimpy. Okay, I'm still slightly confused.
Me too, actually.
Half. Oh, are we talking about
Oh, Mothlag.
Mothlag?
Yeah, Mothlag and Owen, yeah,
Mothlag
but I'm
and
not
Owen.
sure where the skimpy clothes
Okay.
come in.
Because apparently size at Miss Cherry's, so they are too.
Oh. Okay. Wait, was Owen half elf?
Yeah.
Owen was a half elf.
Oh, I thought he was human.
No, half elf, half
Well, he
woman.
was half human. Actually, that brought up a really great line where someone, I think, was being an asshole to Mothlag because she was a half-orc, and Owen said, "Hey, now that's not fair. I know that half of her species is really known for violence and cruelty and stuff, but that's still no reason to treat half-humans that way."
Fair enough.
Nice.
Owen
fair
didn't
enough.
even know he was doing it. Owen was like Leilani, but violent.
But violence.
It's
I
like
don't
a
know. I think
cinnamon
Leilani's
roll,
probably
except the
capable of
cinnamon roll.
violence in certain situations.
Mhm.
It's like a cinnamon roll, except the cinnamon roll had razor blades in it.
Yeah. Accurate statement is shockingly accurate.
In all seriousness, though, like Leilani, we've seen him like not actually acting violent, but like,
He punched Quinn
Capable-
once.
oh yeah, he punched Quinn once, and then there was when he was yelling
Owen
at the
came
leader.
into it knowing how to violence.
Yeah, he
Wait, who
cussed
punched Quinn once?
Leilani.
Oh, yeah, I remember
And
that
he,
now. Yeah,
when
yeah.
he was on drugs, he cussed out the leader of Team Storm.
And I mean, considering he views Spark as a baby sister, I think he'd be more than willing to violence all over Cholet.
Oh yeah. But the
Let me
difference
show
is
you my
Owen,
violence.
Owen came in knowing how to violence. Owen was a trained,
Trained violence.
He was a trained swordy sword, yes.
Trained
yes.
paladin.
I
He was a
still
trained
really,
violence.
I still really enjoy that stupid college AU.
Indeed.
I love it.
It is great.
So is Osmond coming back?
Yeah.
Has the phone call has the radio transmission to the Chandri finished at this point?
If you don't have any other questions, yeah.
It'll be basically Dren mumbling drunkly about how she loves, Wendy and Teddy and I miss you guys.
And she's kind of just like, Sven,
I miss you.
It
Go to
just
sleep.
reaches over, takes the phone, and goes, "Alright, we have to hang up now."
Clark snuggles Thren aggressively.
Threnody
Not
is just getting, like,
Not actually aggressively,
Yeah,
but he
but-
snuggles Thren.
Threnodi's just making mumbly drunk noises now. We're going to hang up.
No more.
go to sleep, Sven.
Okay, you go to sleep too, and be careful and be safe, and tell the others to be careful and be safe. And I love you.
Love you too. By the way, I found Ted.
I love you too.
What?
Tad.
Hold on.
And Ted.
I don't
Tad.
care. I found
Oh
Tad.
no, Tad.
Good.
Hold on, let me see.
Alright, wait, hi.
Tad just kind of happened.
Wake
So,
me up inside. I can't wake up.
So fucking metal.
Does Evanescence count as metal?
No, it doesn't, but for
more
Tad
hard
it
rock.
would.
I think it counts as like alternative metal, but
It counts
I
for
was-
Tad. Tad now listens to Evanescence. Make it so.
I think I think most people classify Evanescence as hard rock or something, or like new age hard rock.
yeah, but some people do classify it as alternative metal. I know this because an Evanescence song was listed under metal on the Rocket roller coaster.
Some people
here-
also classify it as a whingy emo.
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing.
Mm.
If you want, because I totally have the Pokemon theme done in heavy metal, pull it up right now.
Oh no!
Oh yes.
Oh no!
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Oh yeah!
Don't
Oh,
encourage
yeah.
Tad's nonsense.
Okay, well, question: why did you have this pulled up right now?
Why not?
Because I had a thing. I don't know.
Why are you encouraging Tad's nonsense?
Cause Tad.
It's Tad.
We're
Smarty,
objectively
you don't
the
even know
worst.
Tad, do you? Have you been listening, Smarty?
Nope.
Is that
You
a-
should listen. You should listen.
Tad is a heavy metal mudkip. That is all you need to know.
Maybe
I
Tad
wouldn't
could
even
become a
call him that
fireman.
because he doesn't actually know what metal is.
Tad becomes a fireman. It's his tadpole.
Ha!
I swear to fucking God, Smarty.
I mean, he could be a fireman. He's best friends with Eggsy.
It's
And
Tad's
he's a
pole.
water type.
Yeah,
If-
yeah, totally.
Buck
Don't
Bucky,
excuse this bullshit. Although he will be a ground type as well, so shut the fuck.
Bucky, if
The
you
pole
need
is
help,
grounded.
if you need help, I can give you a massive backlog of heavy metal songs that Tad could possibly be a fan of.
But I thought I told you though, Hunter. He doesn't actually know what metal is.
But oh my god, okay, so
It's like
listen here.
Peridot. Is this
What?
metal? Is this
No,
metal?
No. So listen. I'm not saying that there isn't a heavy metal radio channel in the wasteland, or that there is some kind of band that happens to play heavy metal music that travels the wasteland giving free shows.
Is Quinn secretly a rocker? Or
That's what he does when supervillaining doesn't pay the bills.
Supervillain is very expensive, and unless you're pulling off a major heist, doesn't help. Doesn't pay the bills. You know, it's either take over the world or nothing.
Supervillain confirmed.
You know it's bad when Rockstar is your backup choice of career.
You know what's worse? It's bad when the backup career is Rockstar, and you're good at it.
You could be a rock star and a ground type trainer. You could be a Brock star.
Ah! That doesn't even work because
And you'll be
Rock
underground.
is a rock type.
And you'll be underground.
You'd be
Oh.
underground.
Oh
An
my
I
god.
underground
know.
rock star.
Oh my god, all of you. Oh my god.
Brock is a rock type trainer, that's why he's named Brock, you plebeians.
Hey, I didn't say he was a ground type trainer. That was Smarty.
Ah!
Fair.
Legacy Cyber Deathclaw is not an issue, but we
Not
will let you
anymore.
we will let you find out how that happened for yourself, unless you want us to tell you.
Yeah, Dice the strategy game, bare knuckle boxing, anybody? Is the
Oh,
cybernetic
chat.
Deathclaw still an issue, by the way? Not the one they saw.
Fuck!
What?
I can neither confirm nor deny that there might be another one.
Oh,
Actually, out of character.
Guardians. There's another one of the Guardians. I bet it.
Actually, I can totally confirm that there isn't another one. But I'm also confirming that the Guardians are way tougher.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
Fuck you.
oh
Oh,
Jesus
good.
fucking Hazabazza.
Anyways. I am sorry I got us on this tangent.
Oh right.
Yes.
Yeah. Threnody
Steve.
is looking very sad and has drained the last of her coffee. Is like, I gotta sleep now. I'm full of caffeine.
But we're also full of alcohol.
Why was
Alpha
Why was I drinking coffee?
To sober us up. But it doesn't work like that.
Oh my god.
Hmm?
I just realized something.
What?
Legacy kind of brings up a point. Wait, the kid with the knife muttered the invisible Deathclaw. Clark is 2 for 2.
Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god! No. Oh.
Clark is a
That's
goddamn
fine.
badass. He's a
How did this
certified
happen?
badass.
Again?
How can we
Okay,
let
but
this
Clark didn't
happen?
deliver the final blow on the Cyber Deathclaw.
But he went toe to toe with it.
Yeah, he tried to solo that shit.
You did have a shield and through the window.
But,
We
my
all
God.
killed the
Jesus
Deathclaw.
H. Tap.
Yeah,
fucking
Pulse killed the
Christ.
Deathclaw, but Clark did a significant amount of damage.
And he
And-
also said,
and-
let's dance, motherfucker.
And Jude intimidated it into submission almost.
I
The
did.
first one.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, the first one.
Clark
Anyway.
got the he got the kill steal on the Deathclaw.
Anyway,
I'm just gonna sleep
Where were we?
here. Threnody curls up in
Clark.
a corner.
Clark snuggles with Threnody and he goes, hey, Thren,
Huh?
when Steve's feeling better, I'm gonna ask him for a present for Oswin.
What is the present?
I'm gonna ask for a new pet thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miss Cherry kind of gets up, and she kind of gets you two to stand, and she transforms before your eyes back into Miss Cherry,
Hello.
and says, "You two, you all should go to bed."
I don't want to leave. I want to stay with Steve.
Yeah, good luck getting me
I'll
to leave.
watch Steve.
Jude
Sorry, what?
actually picks up Threnody and says, sucks to be you, you're leaving.
Oh.
Well, when Threnody is taken away, Clark kind of paws at Miss Cherry, and he asks her. Hold on.
Huh.
Ah, fucking autocorrect. There we go. Hunter,
Sorry, what?
I PM'd you.
Who are you asking that?
Cherry.
Miss Siri.
Let
Ah,
me whisper a
I
thing in
don't
your
know.
ear.
Yeah, he's
I
like
don't
pawing
know.
at her and like asking this.
I don't know. Quark.
It would be such a good present.
And she very gently gets you all to just kind of go and
You're
sleep.
you're gonna have to drag Oswin.
Kando.
Jude is carrying it, Threnody over one shoulder.
I'm gonna hurl.
You can be carried or dragged, Oswin, your choice.
Hunter, did you see the message I just sent you?
Yep.
Okay.
Damn it! Don't look at that.
Threnody is also bumbling. I want my Mordecai.
Oh, Thren.
What is Oswin doing?
I'm messaging Bucky.
Oh.
No, what is Oswin doing? Not Andrea.
The details of that are in the message to Bucky.
It's so cute. Anyways, Clark goes,
Anyway,
oh, Thren, you said something about Mordecai.
I want my Mordecai.
But it occurred to me, and maybe I should tell you this when I'm less drunk, actually.
Okay.
But remind me.
Remind you. Okay, I'll remember.
Cool.
I'll remember.
I'll remember.
Jude will remember. Jude's a good cowpoke.
I'll remember too.
Jude, I don't want to throw up on your boots.
I'll live.
Smarty, was Claire carrying Oswin or dragging
You
Oswin?
could be carried or you could be dragged. It's your choice.
Oswin's not gonna say anything. He's like, you're gonna have to force me out of the room.
Right, well, dragging it is.
Okay,
And she's just
as
gonna
you're
grab
dragging her,
Oswin's leg and just start walking off.
her eyes are closed, by the way. And she
Oh.
looks like someone's crying through her closed eyes.
Oh. Wait, are you Eyes of Beasting?
Maybe.
Oh.
I wonder what she's looking for.
Yeah, Claire doesn't notice this.
Claire doesn't give a fuck. That's
She
not
doesn't
Claire's
notice it.
style.
Honestly, right now she doesn't care. So she's just grabbed Osmond's leg and is just dragging her along the hall.
That is a rather beautiful image.
Isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, it's just that mental image. I always find that mental image funny. Anyway, okay, so yes, that all happens.
Threnody has started singing to herself now.
Oh,
We have reached that level of drunk.
Jude quietly picks Threnody up, but lays her in bed, and then says, "Let me." Someone's breathing in their mic. Hello.
Oh, sorry.
Jude is thoughtful and then says, I'm trying to think of a good song for this.
Says on the paper moon, hanging over a cardboard seat. But
I don't
would
know
we
that.
make believe
cats in the cradle and the
if you
silver spoon.
believe in me? That's what she's singing.
Oh,
Jude just pulls her into their arms and says, I don't know that song, huh?
Only Mordecai sing me to sleep like when I was little.
I know, but I can't sing it for you. So I'm going to try and remember something my grandma used to say.
I want Mordecai.
Yes. I know, but I can't give it to you. So I'm going to give you what's best as much as I can. And
Jude is just thoughtful, and then, hang on, let me look through Jude's playlist. Should have been doing that to begin with. I'm stupid.
There's only a canvas sky hanging over a muslin tree. But when
I
we
I
make believe if you
I can just see Jude singing "Cats in the Cradle" and the Silver Spoon.
Yeah, but that's not really appropriate right now.
Fair. I just think it's a great song.
True.
I actually watched something on Netflix the other day that had one of the characters singing a very heartfelt rendition of it. Jury is asking, where exactly in the wasteland are we?
We are at Miss Cherry's.
Oh, well, no, but I mean, like, the location? Didn't we say it was, like, one of the M
It's
states?
it's the Northern Midwest.
I get the feeling it
Oh.
was Minnesota. Or Michigan?
For some reason,
Minnesota.
I thought that we were in Georgia, but my bad.
No, Minnesota.
Cool.
We are all Vikings.
You're in the middle of Minnesota.
Oh, and Jury also is asking, is Axel with Steve? Oswin.
Mm.
I think that's a yes, don't you?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Where is the stupid frickin' I know what song I want now, and dumb it and write it out.
That reminds me.
I'm not
Here.
saying you should you should sing the one I linked in chat.
We're not singing. I love Loca the Pug, but
Well, hello, my name is Luca, and I'm a special pug.
Not right now.
Oh,
But, hang on, let me just get the lyrics.
Hatter's clearly listening to something.
I live in Belfast, Ireland, and my favourite thing's a hug. I love to eat roast chicken, and my friends say I'm good fun. But the one thing that I cannot do is I can't feckin' run.
Good old Irish.
What was that? What was that, Smarty?
Good old Irish.
Smoking room and bamboo.
I'm of Irish descent.
Hang on, wrong wrong key. Smoking room and
You're very quiet, Eli.
Sorry, far away from my mic. Smoky room and a thin blue light. Her arms were pale as white, trying to outlast the night, howling at the moon. Living in a canyon, hand down Hannah and whiskey gin, dirty jeans and mudslide hands that all began soon. So adios to California, nothing to do but turn around. Always thought there's someone coming for you. Only way we leave this town. And Jude just keeps singing, slightly off key, voice cracking, and running their fingers through Threnity's hair.
Threnody does eventually start to nod off. Okay, but you gotta look after them.
I don't know who you're talking about, but I will. Bitch.
Yeah, Thren's asleep now. Oh, we lost Marty.
That's
Oh.
unusual. I heard the noise. I'm like, wait, no, Eli's talking. That can't be him. What?
Smarty's there?
Apparently.
The Andrews sisters are from Minnesota. I need to look up which ones they are because I keep getting them confused with the Boswell sisters, even though they're from entirely different eras.
Oh, the Andrews sisters?
Let me Google.
Jude is going to
One sec,
continue
guys.
singing things on their playlist as they are just holding Threnody and rocking her.
Oswald is not going to sleep the entire night because she is going to be just using Eyes on the Beast to watch Steve for any possible movement. And at some point, she does cry for a bit through her closed eyes.
Bless her.
Clark goes and snuggles Oswin.
Hands upon dead man's gun.
Oswin, did I ever tell you you're my favorite?
Oh.
Clark, go to sleep.
I can't.
Why?
I had too much coffee.
I'm also not suggesting that Jude should sing the other song I linked.
Nah,
Well,
not
hello,
country
my
enough for
name.
Jude.
Well, hello.
Knock it off.
No.
Jude. And Jude says to Clark, I could smack you sleep if you won't go down that bad.
Don't hurt my fiance.
I don't want to go down. I just want to cuddle.
Right, suppose I asked for that.
Can't I just cuddle?
If you shut up, sure thing.
Thren and Clark have gotten to the emotional drunk phase.
You say that as though they were never not there.
Excuse you,
More-
Clark always wants to cuddle.
More so. More so.
Speaking of French words, I found an amazing shirt that I linked out the other day.
Oui, oui, mon ami.
I speak fluent French.
Yes, it
Je
was.
m'appelle Lafayette.
Yes.
The Andrew sisters are the ones I'm thinking of. They were World War II era, and one of the ones they sang was the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B.
Ah, right.
That was a good one. Good times. Oh yeah, and Jerry has also posted that. Blah blah.
Whew.
You okay, Hats?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Alright, well,
I just
Sparty is zarged, but I guess Claire has probably gone to sleep, and so have the others except for Oswin, who is Eyes of Beasting. And
She's gonna try to stay awake as long as she can, just keeping an eye on Steve. And if anything does happen and Osmond isn't paying attention to through Axel's eyes, Axel, I guess, probably will going to go get the others. I at least hope. She would have instructed Axel to do this.
Axel, you are
Okay.
guard ferret.
God, ferret. Beware of ferret.
I imagine
Oh.
he takes his job very seriously.
Yes, it's Axel.
So nothing occurs in the night.
And Pulse is presumably still off hiding and
Sciencing, yeah.
For the record, Jude turns Threnody on her side, facing away from them in case she hurls.
Yep, that's fair.
And those of you that were drunk wake up with hangovers.
Threnody wakes
Clark,
Thren.
what was the thing you meant to tell Threnody?
Oh God, what was it? What do you remember what it was pertaining to do or whatever?
No.
Was it about Mordecai?
Oh, Mordecai. Thren. He
They're
kind
dropping
of.
like flies. Jesus.
No, Ellen will be
Oh,
back.
okay.
Ellen didn't zarg.
Okay.
Yeah, Clark gets up, heads over to Thrin and sits next to her, and he goes, I know you've been worried about Mordecai.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, I feel like I'm gonna hurl. But anyways,
Jude grabs a trash can.
thank you, Jude. You're a very good sibling.
Whatever. Your guts up on me.
Clark looks a bit hurt, but then he continues. But so yeah, you've been worried about Mordecai, but I've been thinking that you don't have to worry. Because here's the thing. We already know what Steve said about. Wait, did I already tell you this? Well, I'll tell you again anyway to reassure you. We already know that Steve said that he might be considered a part of our group anyway. But then there's the fact that he also, like, okay, when I was the one listening at the door, right?
Yeah. And
When I was
you heard what Lancer and the Elder were saying.
yeah, and what they said, he didn't say they're all a member of whatever they're thinking of our group as. He said they are, or at least one of them is. And so that means he only recognized one of us as being part of whatever they're thinking of our group as. He only recognized one of us as that, but they were under orders not to hurt any of us, even Oswald, who had just shot a bunch of their guys up.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is I think that as long as they recognize at least one of us as a member of our group, they consider anyone with us to be a member of our group. So Steve's right. And as long as Mordecai's with us, he'll be safe.
So
That's surprisingly logical considering how you was last night.
That's why I decided to talk about it when I was sober, because I figured I wouldn't be anywhere near smart enough.
Probably good thinking.
you're smart, Clark.
Well logicked, Clark.
I've been meaning to tell you, but then we got really drunk.
Uh-huh.
I had fun, except for then the bad things happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, wanna check up on Steve?
Yeah,
How's
just.
she doing, by the way?
And Clark pauses for a moment. He goes, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get Thren and me some drinks of water that helps hangovers go away quicker.
Good thinking.
Osmond, see anything happen with Steve?
I mean, you have to go and check.
Osmond is still eyes the beasting. She never stopped during the night.
I'm gonna say they did stop at some point. I mean, you can do it again, but that'll be your day's thing.
Yeah.
Nothing seems to have changed.
Okay. He seems fine. Nothing's changed.
Jude blinks. And how the hell would you know that?
Osmond just kind of turns to the sound of the voice, still having her eyes closed.
Oh, right, you can do the thing with Barrett. Right. Stupid.
Who?
Sorry, what?
Just moment of silence.
Oh, I thought Jude was still saying something, maybe.
Nah.
I
Jude
didn't,
just
like...
ends it with stupid answer.
So, what do we do now?
I don't know. Where the fuck is Pulse?
Claire said she went off to something with the thing.
Hey, Oswin, open up. Where the fuck is Pulse?
Oswin does not open her eyes, but just sticks at her arm with her pit boy on it, which would be that one.
Right, someone else handle this. I ain't good with none of that.
Okay.
Ren can look at hers too.
Yeah, Thren is looking at her own Pip Boy.
Shit, right, I forgot you had one now.
And she opens the map function and points to the blip where Pulse is. Okay, she's there, I guess.
Now, what in the hell is that pony doing all the way over there?
Well, she had to take it away from Steve.
Yeah, but why not just break it once she's done with the whole thing?
Well, maybe she's looking at it to figure out what it does. I mean, I figured she would have broken it as soon as she, or like turn it off or something, but maybe she can't figure out how to turn it off, and I don't know.
I just worry, cause maybe turning it off will fix everything.
I don't know.
Neither do I, but can't fucking make things worse.
Yeah, I can.
Can't make things worse for us.
Yeah, I can. We could lose our pony.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Well, you know where she is. If you want to go find her, you can.
Jude inhales, stops, and then says, "You gonna be alright, friend?"
Sure. I'm just gonna stay here for a bit.
No, really. You
Sure.
gonna be alright? Jude just exhales and says, "Alright. I'll go check up on her. But you take care of yourself, alright?"
Sure.
And I am back.
Hey, Smarty.
What?
Okay. The rare Smarties are again.
What did you do?
Well, with that, and everyone's just kind of like unsure of how things are going to go, I feel like that would be a good place to end the session.
Yeah, I made it back in
Yeah.
time for the ending.
Sorry, Smarty.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's nothing on your end. We had a bit of a short storm passed overhead, and I think it made my Wi-Fi go a little fuzzy.
So that being said, I have a dentist appointment in the morning, and all things being considered, I don't know if I'll be able to. I still don't know about the whole new Ola thing, so.
Yeah, we're discussing that for those of you who have not noticed. We're discussing that in the new org chat now.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Because, like, Hannah just mentioned that she's having scheduling difficulties with tomorrow, and
Might want to take a mulligan tomorrow.
I'd rather, not, but if we have to.
Yeah, like I can't do 9 a.m. because I have a 10 a.m. class.
I mean,
have a
I don't
dentist
think
appointment
she
at
was
10 a.m.
literally suggesting we do it at 9 a.m.
Yeah,
think
I know.
That'd be
I have-
6 for me.
The issue is I have a dentist appointment at 10 a.m. Then I have to go pick up my check. Then I have to go buy new tires for my car, and then I have to take my car to a mechanic to get everything fixed.
And you have no idea what time
Busy
that
day
is.
for you tomorrow.
Yeah. So I don't know with everything else. I don't know when I don't even know if I'd actually make that the 4:30 thing. I should, by all accounts, should. But if my mechanic royally screws me over, I could quite possibly miss that. So
Yeah, and I'm making a Walmart run. We're not being able to leave here until maybe 3:30 at the earliest, depending on how fast my roommate can get back.
Oof.
Well,
I mean, because they get class out at 3:20, and then buses here are. I've been on a bus here for 20 minutes, going maybe a half mile.
Lucky, it's okay to take a mulligan.
Yeah, no, dude, it's cool.
Yeah, it's starting to sound like just the stars are aligning against the
Yeah.
game tomorrow.
I mean, my schedule kind of screwed me over, which
Yeah,
is fair.
P.S. Tell your work I said fuck you.
Well, someone's on vacation, and then someone specifically asked for that day off, so I'm, both those time slots got taken up,
Do
so
you
I'm
ever get
having
any days off, honey?
Fridays and Sundays every week.
Anyway.
That's why we can. That's why we can always play Thursdays, because I'm always off Friday,
I
and
remember my dad working 6 days a week.
that's why I can always play Saturday, because Sunday I'm always off.
I mean,
So
does Hannah have things on Saturday if we're not doing anything this week?
Oh,
oh yeah, I didn't
that's
think
a good
about that.
point. We
That's
could do it
true.
Saturday. Here, I'll just put that in the chat.
Because I'm totally
listen,
good for Saturday.
I have nothing planned Saturday. Right at the moment. I'm gonna
Okay,
double check
so,
that
well,
actually.
basically,
And that's my least zarky day.
I'm
Basically-
feeling sick. I'm gonna drop the call. I'll be
Oh.
I'll be in the chat.
You're not hosting, are you?
No, that's Andrea.
Okay.
I'm
Alright.
hosting.
I'll be in the chat. Love you guys.
Love you. Okay,
Me too.
Me
so
too.
so streamies, just watch this space. I'll try and
We will keep you informed, including everyone in the streamy chat.
yeah, and I'll
As it
try.
is, though, thank you all for playing with me. Thank you, Dally, for streaming, and thank you, Hunter, for DMing.
Yeah, and I'll try and make sure there's a notice up on the on my hitbox to let you know what the plan is. Thank you for listening, everyone. Take care and good night.